There's an energy, Tim.
Whatever.
You hate these episodes when there's this kind of energy.
Oh, I love this. Are you
Let's
kidding
start
me?
at the top. Simon Cardy.
What up?
How fucked up is it that Lucy James has 70,000 more followers than you on Twitter?
I don't think I've ever even thought about that, but now you
Well, now
mention
you
it,
should.
now you mention it, it's actually sickening, isn't it?
It's that thing where it's like upsetting that you work for the better website, IGN.com, and she works for GameSpot. Maybe Giant Bomb. No one's really sure what's going on over there.
If you've worked for more than one
still
company,
around?
you really work for anyone.
Yeah, exactly. That's a great point. And that's another great point, Nick Scarpino. Is
If you
GameSpot.
just said Nick, you said
quarterbacks, you
Nick
don't have
Clearbrain, it's okay. Thank you, Greg. You say, where does Lucy work? I'm like, the local farmer's market.
I don't know.
She's a joke to us. You know what I mean?
I love you so much,
Desperately
Lucy.
clinging for relevance.
So much.
You know what I mean? And that's the thing is like, oh, you're going really hard on Lucy today. It's like, well, remember the rule of Kind of Funny.
Yeah,
If you're
she's
not in the
nice.
room,
Yeah.
we can
Back
make
to
fun
the
of you.
studio.
If you're not in the
Oh,
country, we
Wait.
can really go all in on you.
Can we just for one sec appreciate the fact you bring up the energy? We get the smoke machine about us talking shit about Lucy, and it happened when the camera wasn't even on the shot to show it, and only one went off.
No,
So
it was about to be on the shot.
It was going to be in the shot.
It really,
it was going to be in the shot.
Guess what? It didn't go off the first time when the intro happened, so I was like, oh, it's not gonna work. Let me test it one more time.
I'm glad you just tested them. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Kind of Funny podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Greg Miller, alongside the producer / seducer, Nick Scarpino. What is with the one shots, Kev? Why are you so obsessed with them today?
We look good today.
We do look good.
What is
Tim,
it?
this
It's a lovely outfit.
1980s
This guy?
Russian denim jacket that you got on right now is my favorite.
I
thing to
fucking
have.
love it.
I
I
love
love
it.
Doesn't he? He looks like a protagonist in an 80s movie
Thank
for
you.
sure. You know what I mean?
He does. Like he's trying to
Thank
figure
you.
out how
Tim, cheers.
to have the party at
Cheers.
his
No,
house.
grab the beer, yeah. Like-
Oh my God! Is that the day we're having right now?
Oh, it's a
He
lot.
brought up the energy, and I was like, I don't know what he's.
Well,
talking
that's two
about.
beers at lunch, Tim and Greg. You know what I mean? We're gonna hang out there.
Ooh, I didn't
I
know
get
this
it.
happened.
We wanted you to come. We finished games daily, and I said, Simon
didn't know
Cardy
that
has been hanging out with the wet blankets, Tam and Lucy, all weekend long. You know what I mean?
Going in.
All you do is walk around. You go into the shops, and you pick
farmer's
up and you
market. How
go,
many
this
farmer's
candy's
markets
better
do we go
in
to?"
our country. This orange juice is better in our
does this
country.
county
You know
have
what I
so
mean?
many
And I
farmer's
said,
markets?
what can our country bring? And I said, Buffalo Wild Wings. And Tim said, that's a great idea.
I didn't know there was beer involved, but I'll have it. Thank you. I'll have it.
Hey, all right. Yeah, the cool kids are back. Nick,
I'm on holiday,
Nick.
despite doing more work today than I have probably done in a long
I fucking love it, dude. You are my favorite human being that I've met in a very long time. I know we met
Oh, thank
before,
you.
but I know I actually get to hang out with you.
Yeah.
And this last week has just been
It's been good.
the best week of my life.
I've had a lovely time. Like, you now know, I don't even really do know what my favorite shape is because we never really got to the bottom of it.
Yeah.
But God, we had a chat about it.
Yeah.
Got a favorite shape, Greg? 2D geometric, by the way. No.
Okay, thank
Let's
you. I
not get
appreciate it.
ridiculous.
Thank you for giving me some rules. I appreciate that a lot.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, the Pentagon, probably. You know what I mean? I like
Big
our
government
military.
devil
official.
shape.
You know what I mean? 9/11, never forget. Now there's some questions. How the hole punch
the
a perfect?
Pentagon, that's why.
How did the plane punch a perfect hole in the side of the
me a
building?
second, too.
But we won't get into it. We won't get into the fact there was a tire there that didn't look to be from the same kind of plane they said it was. Why didn't they release all the footage? Don't worry about
Greg
it.
Miller's the only person that when asked, what's your favorite shape, his first words are 9/11.
9/11. My favorite
Oh my
shape's the letter
God.
9/11.
This
together.
show's so much better without Andy.
Yeah, it
You
really
know?
is. Like, he's not here.
Look at that. There it is
That
right
is-
there.
that is a
and that Pentagon you look at, you're like, America. You can feel it. You know what I mean?
Full of red mist.
Exactly.
Anger.
Yeah. Terrigen Mist. Remember that? Avengers game. No big deal.
Yeah.
Simon, you loved the Avengers game.
The Avengers game. We played a lot of
Played
that.
a lot of
didn't we?
that, didn't we?
Got the platinum for that, which is it something I'm proud of?
Yeah.
I think so.
We went through a lot
It
of
took a
hives
lot
to
of-
get that. Yeah.
And a lot of lows.
Yeah.
A lot of lows.
I said hives.
All right,
Hives.
you said
There were a lot of
hives.
highs. There were a lot of lows. These
Yeah.
are deep cut Avengers game references you probably don't get, Nick.
Nah.
Oh, I don't get any of the. No, I don't get any of them.
Nah.
I'm not even gonna try. I get 0 of them. But I'm glad that you guys enjoyed your game.
Me too.
Enjoy is a strong word.
Greg tried to sell people on this game for a very, very long time,
Mm.
which for me, anytime someone tells me I have to like something, I have the absolute opposite
Yeah.
reaction every single solitary
I get that.
time.
So he's not watching Succession.
Really?
Watch one episode of it. Everyone's like, you got to watch this show. I was like, you know what? I'm not watching anymore. Done.
In 3 years, he'll be like, "Hey guys, Succession." Was
Totally.
Really good.
Yes.
Regret.
It's
not
like when I
watching
brought up The Bear and told him to watch The Bear, and he didn't do it for the longest time, and then he
that's so
finally
good.
did. And
This
then he
is a
tried to take
bone
credit
we're going to
for
be
it.
picking soon. You know, I discovered the bear. And I have a text thread notifications. I have a text thread that I could put out that is not Photoshop that said, Greg, you're from the Chicagoland area. You should watch this show called The Bear. It's about a guy who makes sandwiches. And Greg's like, Nick, I don't even know how to turn my fucking TV on. I'm so dumb. And I was like, hit the big red button. And all of a sudden, it's a ... Whoa. Whole other world for him.
The bear.
And then he watched The Bear. It was
Now,
awesome.
Greg, I do want to add that yes, I do remember Nick recommending The Bear first, but I didn't take it serious until you recommended it.
Well, that's the thing is Nick doing one of his comedy bits. I don't know if you know this, Simon. He likes to go do stand up. You look at the Kind of Funny calendar. All I see every night, Nick at Elmo's shop or whatever.
Elmo shop?
It does look like that sometimes. Like I see you at shit. Like where the fuck is? Like I know SF very well. Where the fuck is Elmo's shop?
There's a lot of different
Bombadil's hideout.
small places.
Whoa, Andy!
Oh, Andy's here.
Andy, you're on the back wall. What up, brother? When'd you get here?
I made the mistake of not being still the whole time and then suddenly just moving out of nowhere. And it would be like, wow, he's not a JPEG up there.
Crushed it.
I love that you're here. I love this whole thing. We had Simon here today.
Yeah.
He's been here. He's just hanging out. You just fucking
Fun.
live here
well,
now.
Cam and Lucy left me, didn't they?
Yeah,
I
what-
come all this way and then they fly back to London.
You want to talk about some real English hospitality? They say, come on and hang out with us during GDC.
yeah.
Simon books it, says great. And then like, oh, actually, we have to go home.
Yeah.
Bye. They leave him. He had to go hang out with Andrew Goldfarb last
I'm
night.
so
You know
sorry.
what I mean?
Sorry.
He'll never get to smell out.
What does
Had
it
a
smell
good
like, Rick? What does it smell like?
Desperation
Yeah,
and persona.
There it is.
Desperation and
Persona.
persona.
That's huge. Okay.
Yeah. You smell Barrett, you know.
Oh.
There's some energy in
There's
the vibe,
an
and I fucking
energy
love it.
today.
But I-
Everybody's catching strays today. That's the rule.
Okay.
Speaking of strays, you feel like a stray cat. You're just here,
Do I?
but like you're the coolest
You ever
stray
see
cat.
Tim
Whoa,
grab
what
the
a
wheel and
segue.
yank us back on track?
Yeah, that's it. That's it. I just
hang
love
out.
it. You came through
Yeah, yeah.
and like you're just like, hey, I'll be on anything, and I'm just like, I know, but I'm not trying to put you to work because like it's
I
your
didn't
fucking.
mean everything.
That's true. I'm on
I will
holiday.
be on everything.
He keeps telling me I'm on holiday. I'm on holiday. I'm like, oh, you have fun, okay?
No, I'm here to have fun. This is fun.
Great
This
Kate
is
Winslet
fun.
movie.
This is the thing. This is his dream.
And I just can't. I can't not put you on everything because you're the funniest motherfucker I've ever met.
I have to live up to that now.
Yeah, but like I don't. So I just want everyone to know that might not know.
Thank you. If you're an audio listener, we have an image that says Pentagon, Hexagon, Octagon, Oregon.
American comedy, eh?
Yeah.
just-
Never dies.
That's
don't
it.
just get me started.
That's all that it is. But I love
Very
that,
dry.
like hanging out with you. I've already learned a lot about myself through you.
you.
But so much so that I just want to share you with everybody. And like earlier today, when we were sat down here, I was like, I feel like Nick hasn't been cardified yet. Like he doesn't fucking know. But you guys did your whole stream, so like
Yeah,
you're-
Simon was nice enough to join us today as we played a game in the Twitch lab, and it was really fun. We had a great time. It was a very
Yeah.
wholesome time.
Yeah, we stared down the anus of a pig.
Tim, its haunches moved a little bit, and you could see kind of.
It's a haunch.
Yeah,
I
We
prefer-
were checking it
So
for drugs.
what is a haunch?
A haunch?
It's like it's legs. It's
yeah, like
half
the
leg.
butt, where your thigh and your butt meet. Those would be your haunches.
You ever
I
seen
think-
that thing where the girls turn around and they like put their fingers, their ass cheeks? That's the haunch. That's what we're talking about.
I preferred. Can I just say, I want this on record. I preferred the pig anus to the goat anus.
Yeah, the goat anus had a tail. The pig anus, it was totally unobstructed,
No.
which was nice.
What game was this?
Uh,
I want to say
Animal anus too.
you described it like you're a redacted government document. Where you're
Well,
like,
the
Simon
guys-
hung out with us today in the lab and played a game.
the game was called Border Police, I want to say.
Yeah, something like that.
And
God
you,
damn!
yeah, you play. as
Whoa,
a-
wait, why were the border
you
police
play
looking
as
up
a-
goat
you,
anuses?
you play as a border patrol officer in a fictional
Like-
Russian
yeah.
sort of like Eastern Bloc.
Did you ever play
country.
Papers, Please?
Yeah.
It's a bit like
That's
that.
what
but
this is.
With
turn it
anuses.
into a shooter.
There we go. See?
There-
Oh man, I was
Oh,
way
no,
up.
that's
Actually,
a-
you know
I
what?
thought
I
it
was
was
way
the
up on
game.
where the haunch. I thought the haunch.
Hold
Yeah.
the fuck up. You're telling me that haunch is like a scientific word?
yeah.
It's not like all the things I've
when I
heard.
said like choo choo, like
Choo choo, the bonchichi, like all
Yeah.
this shit. The Nick just
Whatever,
says shit.
join, join.
Haunch is just a real animal part?
That's a real.
Pig had a
part.
much thicker haunch. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Kevin, can you Google pig haunch and see what,
Thick,
what comes
thick
up,
pig
please?
haunch.
Thick
Thick
pig, big old
Thick
thick
pig
haunch.
haunch.
Contraband Police is what it was called. Thank you,
There
Darby.
we go.
That's why I messed that up. Contraband Police is what it was called. We were searching for contraband on a border to make sure that no drugs or Adderall came. And if the Adderall did come, that we were going to confiscate that and put it to good use.
Or shoot them in the head.
Yeah.
Here we
That
go.
happened.
once it happens.
Pig
It
haunches.
doesn't work like that. Like this is not
Basically,
how-
it's
just beef
hindquarters.
cut- Yeah, it's what
You
it is.
lose $500 if you kill a member of the public, which seems quite cheap.
Again, it's 1981, and you're in Russia,
Yeah. I don't know the
A
rules.
Russian-like country. Let's call it.
a
That.
Russian like
Yeah.
Eastern Bloc country.
Yeah. Oh, you know,
Bloc country, that's
holiday within a holiday.
Exactly. We had a
Nice.
good time. It was fun though. Thank you for joining us for that.
Oh,
And if
thank
you're around
you for
tomorrow, we'll
having
put you to work on the morning show. That'll be fun.
I'll
too.
be here. I'll be.
We're
here.
gonna-
my
you
flight's
guys-
flight's at 7 p.m. So
There you go.
You've
We're
got
gonna
me till
be-
4.
A
Get me,
full day.
you know.
I think we're gonna
Do it all.
rank Easter candy, and you guys have Easter. You have that
Yeah. We
holiday
have
in
a
your
lot of.
Here we
country.
go. Though.
I brought the chocolate with me.
Here we fucking go.
The superior.
The hero.
Did you bring
Can you-
Cadbury?
I did Cadbury Heroes.
Yeah. Cadbury is a very superior chocolate. I'm not gonna
Nick,
Yeah, all
didn't
good.
you see the
Milky.
candy and then make fun of it?
Kevin, we have a guest. Kevin, he's our guest.
I guess that's the biggest thing for me personally is like, is England proud of anything other than their chocolate? Because this is what comes up every time.
am I proud?
They will go out of their way, these Englanders, to have a piece of chocolate from America and be like, oh, it's so terrible and England's so great.
right.
You listen to, not the latest, the latest X-Cast with Chris Charla. Chris Charla just mentions that he had a bunch of Australian developers give him Tim Tams, and fucking Gary comes out of left field and be like, "Fuck Australia! They only got the Tim Tam. We got a whole bunch of superior chocolates." And
We only use it because we know it's better than America's. Like it's nothing like Belgium or Switzerland, and they're on another level. You know what I mean? I don't know what we're proud of. I'm not proud of anything really
Sure.
about Britain. We invented cricket. Football,
that doesn't work here at all.
You guys get a
rugby.
lot of rain. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And we have more now.
I mean, yeah, I arrived in this city.
Yeah.
Trees blowing over. What's going on?
Yeah.
It's all there.
a
Wild.
lot
Are,
of
are
trees.
you guys ashamed of anything?
A lot. Yeah, our past.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of
Present.
colonialism.
Yeah, present, probably future.
Yeah.
I will say I appreciate that every time someone from the UK or Australia comes over, I end up getting chocolate of some sort,
Oh,
or some goodies.
You
But
gotta
it's
bring
like that
something.
thing where they feel like they're doing you a favor.
But
Yeah.
I had a bag of Kit Kat minis from Target. Oh my god, I inhaled them all
do you
weekend
wanna-
long.
do you wanna know a
Me and
secret?
Andy, I was just on the floor. You don't know.
I bought that box of chocolates and I was like, do you know what? I'm heading to the IGN office. I'll bring it in there. I made a quick last minute pivot. I'm going to bring them here.
Thank you.
Well,
I
yeah,
did
no,
not.
IGN, you're gonna see those people for what, 6 more months before they go somewhere else. Like, we're here for the long haul.
Oh, yeah.
You're making long relationships here.
What is it like going to the IGN office out of the Taco Bell? Is it good?
Out of the- it's-
Where do they work now in this city?
I don't know the exact address, and I'd probably be doxing them, wouldn't I? But
Yeah, don't
I
dox them.
I missed that.
They have an office though.
Yeah, they have an office, but
That's what,
I
that was
missed
the
that
bad
old
joke
one.
I was
I
alluding.
only went there like 2 or 3 times, but it was good. Also.
Andy, how do you feel about that?
I just love Nick.
Our
man.
London office is nice.
Just love Nick.
It's inside baseball.
I'm sure
I
the
don't
new-
know.
But it's inside baseball when you don't understand baseball or what
And then they
inside
left their
means.
office and they went down to LA, which is the joke I was trying to make. I just find it's hilarious. He's like, I'm gonna come visit the IGN office. It's like we were about 500 miles in the wrong direction from it. It's in Los Angeles now. Fran.
They have an office.
only like a 10-minute
Stella
walk
puts
from
up
the old one.
photos.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
Stella
not
put
too far
photos.
away.
Nice.
Is
Yeah.
it nice?
It's a little bit like an industrial freezer downstairs.
Yeah.
But, you know,
Such a
Yeah.
fuck.
it's a mood.
Yeah, it is a mood for
Yeah,
sure.
It's,
yeah.
it's chill.
Well, you'd say we have a nicer office. Kind of funny, it's a nicer office.
Probably.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Yeah,
Don't
well
worry, everybody else says it.
Yeah,
We
well
got
done.
there in the end.
Lucy and Tam said it too, but are they talking about Giant Bomb GameSpot? Nobody knows.
Well, no one knows where they were.
Andy, I wish I was you right now. I don't want to be here, but you just get to be there. I feel like you have less responsibility. Like people can't hold you accountable for what's being said here.
I feel at this point we have to say for the record
100%.
it was a gag to put him up that high on your shot because now it just looks like something's wrong when they cut to the one shot of Tim and
See,
Andy,
here's
Andy
great.
cut off
We
and just point.
explicitly said not to bring it up.
Yeah, you said it was gonna be a gag, and then I'm looking at it, I'm like, it's not funny. You know what I
Kevin.
mean? Like it just looks like you don't know how to do your job, Kevin. And I know you know how to do your job, Kevin, and I love you. Kevin, this isn't me insulting you.
And yet that's what it feels like.
Kevin,
there's something
think of
we
all
can
the
work
times
on,
we've
Kevin.
bonded lately over that burrito you told me about. Come on.
Yeah, you keep
Kevin.
telling me that. It's freaking me out.
Dude, this
What's up?
kid changed my fucking life with this McDonald's breakfast burrito.
Oh, I thought it
You
was gonna be like
fucking
a-
kidding me right now? Have you had one of these?
No,
I'm bringing you one tomorrow.
I'm not a breakfast person.
I don't give a shit. You're eating it, you're gonna enjoy it. If you're not, I'm
Fucking
shoving
good.
it down your
Great,
throat.
great, great. Give me one.
Wow.
But real quick, I want to
Wait,
talk
no,
about
hold on.
this.
Andy was gonna say something. Andy.
Nah, nobody
Well,
cares.
I just wanted to replace the background of me, and I want to make it look like I'm sneaking like behind the wooden post, like I'm kind of like
Excellent,
peeking behind
excellent.
it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
Let's do it.
Kevin's
Andy,
on it.
real quick, can you go do like a cosplay of the nun from the Nun? Because that'd be cool. Remember in the Nun when she was in the painting? I think it was
Never saw
actually
that
that
one.
might have been in one of the
Conjuring.
Conjuring ones, but you know the Nun from the Nun and the Nun. The Nun.
It's hard to keep up with all this.
It is hard to keep up with it when you put it
It's
that
a
way.
lot. It's a lot to keep up with.
Yeah.
I
So,
loved
Andy,
the
are you
fucking
gonna
nun,
key
man.
it
I think
out?
about her at least once a week when she did the whole painting thing. And then she ran at her. It's fucking crazy.
Fucking poor
It was
Vera,
pretty
poor
crazy,
Vera
man.
Farmiga. She'll never be the same.
What is this show?
This is it.
This is
This is
it,
the Kind of
man.
Funny podcast each and every week. 4, sometimes 5 best friends gather on this table, each coming to talk to each other about whatever it is they want to talk about. If you want to talk to us about things, Joshy Jesus is trapped.
Just so you know, Greg, the time code that I just wrote down is the nun question mark.
Oh my God, I love it. You want to hang out with us? Of course, you can go to patreon.com/kindafunny, where you can catch each and every episode live as we record it, just like Madeline is, Joshy is, Mike L is, Jake is. Are the fucking Hagglers not there? God damn. That'd be fucked up, you know what I mean? You heard of these Haggler people?
No.
You
Do I
might think
want
they're
to?
brother and sister. They're married, brother, but they're not brother and sister married, right?
But they have the closeness of a brother and a sister.
But it's that
Oh my
weird
God,
thing.
guys. Now I wish I was any even more. He's just gone.
Oh
It's just
my-
the voice.
I'm just saying, like, it's rare, everybody, you turn on the car and the radio starts playing the greatest song of a generation. And that's what's happening. This is a podcast right
Yeah.
here, all right?
Yeah.
It's very rare. It's very rare that I feel lost
Yeah.
in any
I'm
conversation.
it's not for me.
Let me bring you back to center.
Just so you know, Andy laughed.
When this gets out into the world, Hank Green is going to make a TikTok about this podcast. That's the best
lot of
podcast
things.
ever made. All right,
Yeah.
everybody?
Yeah. You think
chill
that's
out.
the end
This
goal?
is the turning point for podcasts.
Yeah.
Stars
Well, it's,
Among Us?
a lot of people have talked into microphones, but they've never become one with the microphone. All right? Right now, think of all
Think
the
about it.
threads you have.
yeah.
Andy's the nun. The Hacklers are missing. No one knows where they are.
Connected?
Possibly.
I don't
You
know.
know what I mean?
Never
Yeah,
seen
yeah,
them in the same room together.
That's
I'll tell you
true.
what, Calvin Press says Nick chose chaos today. I don't think I was the one that chose that. I just enjoy it.
I agreed to do this 1 minute before it's going on.
Yeah.
Literally
you fucked
1 minute before.
Oh,
I
it's just like-
appreciate
I was-
that about you.
What a choice.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's like it could ruin your entire career, and you know,
no,
things
no,
can
no.
happen.
A couple
Remember,
days ago, Nick,
Patreon.com/kindafunny, and you get it ad free, and you can do all that stuff, and you can watch live as we record it, and of course, you get all the other things, and you get bonus episodes. And remember, of course, Thursday, March 30th, I'm doing a 1 hour long Greg Way live on Patreon exclusively, 1 p.m. Come hang out with me there, Pacific, of course. If you have no money to toss our way, no big deal. Of course, you can catch the Kinda Funny podcast with ads on youtube.com/kindafunny, podcast services around the globe each and every week. Housekeeping for you, remember, John Wick is out. Keanu Reeves, back.
thinking he's back.
Him and Brendan Fraser, they got careers again, all because of this one. Well, not Brendan Fraser wasn't in this movie.
Can you
with John Wick.
imagine, though? Brendan Fraser.
He's probably
John
going to be in the
Wick
next
5.
one.
I'm in.
What'd you say about Johnny Five?
John Wick.
John
5?
Wick 5.
Oh, man. What if John
Johnny
Wick had
Five.
had Johnny Five in it, though? You know what I mean?
Short Circuit.
Tell you
Remember
what,
Short Circuit?
Do I remember it? I mean, it was
Oscar!
out before I was born.
You remember this one?
Yeah.
What,
I
one
know
of
that.
those moments where I went back and watched Short Circuit maybe like 2 months ago, got
Sure.
15 minutes into it. I was like,
Nick,
okay. this is a
please.
bad
I
movie.
Leave it in
almost
the
don't
past.
want to ask this, but like, how?
It's I mean, these movies pop up on like Amazon Prime or I think a Short Circuit was actually on Netflix. If I'm not mistaken. I was like, oh, Short Circuit. I love this movie when I was a kid. Start watching. I'm like, oof, it is bad.
I don't want
It
to
is
hear
a
that.
bad movie.
I want to remember it.
Short
perfect.
Circuit 2 was the one that was really good.
Short Circuit 2 was the one that go in the city.
Yeah.
But they both have
Not
to
Steve
do-
Gutenberg.
No,
He
no
didn't come
Gutenberg. They
back
got
for
rid
that
of Gutenberg.
He
They
was-
got rid of Ali Lauder.
one. Yeah, he was too busy.
No, Ali.
Ali Sheeny.
Sheeny.
Gutenberg was too busy ripping through the Police Academy sequels at that point. He was like, I got the better franchise. And honestly, depending on how you look at it, he was right. He might have been right.
Have you gone and watched Police Academy recently? Does that hold up?
Too. No,
Damn.
no,
fuck.
it's pretty bad.
Shit, son.
There, I mean, there's a certain fun and nostalgia to both movies, but Short
A
Circuit's
lot of
just like kind
misogyny,
of not.
both of them
It's just-
probably.
Nah, Short Circuit was less. It was less about that, less problematic, and more just doesn't make any fucking sense. And it's
Isn't
kinda
there a white
boring.
guy who like does brown face
That
the
part
entire
sucks.
thing?
Yeah, that part's not
I
great.
was like, I don't
In Short Circuit?
Oh yeah, so
Yeah.
the
Is
guy
it in
that
second
plays
one or is it in
the
the
first?
he's in both.
Is
He
it?
in the second one, he's like a
He's
main
the
main
lead.
character. Yeah, yeah.
He is, yeah. He is. He most notably in my brain, he plays the bad guy in the movie Hackers.
Mhm.
And I remember seeing him being like, "That guy looks really familiar." And it took me about 20 years to realize he was sort of in brownface the entire Short Circuit 1 and 2. Not a good look. Not a great look for him. But I digress.
Sorry, back to housekeeping. Is there any brown face in John Wick 4?
No,
Okay.
no. I
Good,
think we.
good.
I think we've.
That's
I
a
think
safe one
we've.
for now.
Thankfully, I think we've sussed that out and weeded that out from a lot of mainstream films that are being.
I appreciate that. Thank you to our Patreon producers, Nathan Lamoth, Tripod Plus.
Yeah, that's him right
Trent
there.
Barry, James Hastings, Casey Andrew. Today we're brought to you by Rocket Money and Shady Rays, but I'll tell you about that later. For now, I cut you off, Tim. You were trying to get somewhere. You were going somewhere.
Um,
I'm gonna see if we have the haggler's
Was it
phone number.
shapes again? Was it?
there was a lot of things I was trying to get at some point that I
Yeah.
none of them matter, but things I do want to tell you though.
Sure, let's go. Let's rip.
One of them is Simon Cardy was never on live content ever until he came here last week for Games Daily, and this is now
IGN
his
just
fourth
dropping the
live
ball.
thing he's done.
It's one of
Dropping
those
their
things
ball and
as
their diamond in the
usual.
rough, huh?
IGN will take an MVP.
Yeah.
Put him in the icebox. They forget about it. You know what I mean? We're gonna red shirt you for 12 years. You're like,
I
that's
mean,
not how red
can
shirts
you
work.
blame them because the last time they put 3 people on camera, they ended up being the 3 of us? Awesome superstars.
That is the last time they.
That's the last time
I
I've
love-
had anyone
love
on
it.
camera. That is-
There's just so much about that to break down. But I just love that now you're just one of us. You're here. You're stuck with us. And we're having a great time overall.
It's okay. Yeah. It's okay.
Yeah.
Wait,
Okay,
so
tough guy.
you're predominantly then the written word?
I'm a producer and a writer. I started as a video editor,
Okay.
producer. Now I do a lot more writing than anything, probably.
Okay.
But I just kind of, I do a bit of everything.
So you don't
I
have any
do-
designs or desire to be on camera? And we're
I
just
do
sort
a
of
bit of
making
stuff,
you
but
live
it's
your
all like
nightmare?
pre-recorded. I'll do like
Oh,
interviews,
you do the VOs for like
stuff and
the
junket stuff, like. But that's mainly for like film and TV stuff. But like,
Okay.
yeah, I don't mind being on camera. I just don't do live. Like if we're at E3 or Gamescom,
God, okay.
I don't really
missed
want to
the
be
live
doing the
component of
live.
that. That
Yeah,
makes
yeah,
it's
sense.
the live. The
oh
live.
no,
is
you've got
the
to get this somewhere.
Hey, you guys
But yeah,
funny.
Yeah.
you got it. You fucking have to.
Well, live
let
is
me
really fun because inevitably what you do is everything will go great for 2, 3, 4 podcasts, and then you'll say something just totally wrong
Oh,
or
yeah.
bad,
You
and
can
just
never
get
take
roasted
it back.
for it. And you can never take it back.
Yeah.
But that's how you.
that
feel
was our
live.
entire Games Daily last
Yeah,
week.
yeah.
So he was live for the first time, and we made the most of it. We just aired our grievances, let everything out there.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
But I wanted to introduce you to the triangles, Nick.
The triangles.
Yes. Have you heard about the triangles?
No, I have not. I've heard you guys talking about triangles,
Mm-hmm.
and in my brain, this is how stupid I am. I think you guys are talking about Triangle of Sadness, which is a movie I don't want to watch.
No.
So I have just.
I mean, it
every
is the
time someone
Triangle of
says
Sadness
Triangle,
in
I just
some
go,
way.
I don't want to watch that.
What-
'Cause I watched the menu. It was better.
What's your favorite shape?
What's my favorite shape?
Yeah.
I gotta go with circle.
I like round things too.
Yeah, I just like circles. I think they're fun. They remind me of balls,
Yeah. That's one
like
of
a
them,
bouncy
yeah.
ball.
Yeah,
Sure, that ball. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
football, our footballs, not your football. Your footballs are weird.
They're all
Yeah, our
fucked
footballs
up.
are weird.
Egg.
They got squished.
Egg shaped.
Egg ball.
I mean, the triangles are great too. Do people love
Yeah.
triangles? Don't they say the triangle is the strongest shape,
Mm-hmm.
or is that a circle, Kevin?
Do they say the triangle's the strong?
It's got a strong.
Strongest
Who are
shape
they?
in nature.
Who are they?
Okay, I'll tell you who they are.
Hmm.
I forget what specific program I was watching. They were talking about earthquakes, and when they see buildings collapse, they see people saved in pockets of triangles because the triangles collapse and they're very, very strong, and they always find people in the middle. So they say when there's an
Interesting.
earthquake, get next to your bed or something that's gonna catch something and create a triangle so you can exist in the middle.
Yeah.
Does that make
90
sense?
degree angle.
Makes sense to me.
But at 90 degrees, but like at the rotation you want it.
Exactly.
Protect you.
Exactly that.
Yeah.
So what is there a proper is there a correct shape that is the one everyone cares
No,
about?
I was flitting between circle and triangle. Really, I think you decided triangles, didn't you, for a very specific reason?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
reason that I wanted to tell you because I'm
Holy
not
Trinity.
sure if I've told you the story before.
Sure.
I must have, and I must have said it on this show, some variation of this show at some point. But the reason triangles are my favorite shape, there's the Triforce, right? There's like a lot of
Triforce.
triangles in
Dairy
my
cheese
childhood.
triangles is what I.
Yeah, he loves the cheese triangles, so it's like he just
Oh,
it makes him happy.
The
There's
cheese
the
triangles.
Toblerones, right?
Toblerones.
Toblerones,
Toblerones are the
like-
bomb.
A lot of
Weird that people
triangle
triangle-shaped
shaped
triangle
food.
shaped chocolates.
Yeah, what's up with that? Do you know that? Have you heard of Quality Street? That's a chocolate we have. It's like you have them at Christmas. A lot
You
of
guys
box of
have, can I
chocolates.
say, and I know you've heard this before.
Yeah.
Just the weirdest fucking names for your snack treat. Digestives?
Quality? Do you want to take a trip down Quality Street?
No, nobody wants to take down a trip. That sounds
That sounds
so
like health
fucking
food.
generic, and it sounds like health food. Yeah.
It's just chocolates, but one of those is the green triangle, which is really it's the best one. It's kind of chocolate with like almost like softer truffle chocolate inside.
Huh?
I'm a
That's
big
another
chocolate
good
fan.
triangle.
yeah,
Yeah,
so many good triangles.
Okay.
this is great, isn't it?
This is what people want, man.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll tell you what, the UK audience, the London audience, you know what I mean? They feel drastically underrepresented here. They're always happy when Gary shows up with some weird spotted dick or something for us to eat. You know what I mean? It's like,
everybody had that
we
shit
all
that
have
was
them.
like you put on toast, and you're like, what the
Not
fuck is
Marmite.
this?
Marmite.
Yeah, that was
Marmite's
it.
good.
It was something. I mean, I like it, but that says something.
Well, the whole deal, their whole advert campaign was always like, you either love it or you hate it, and I think it's fine. So maybe
damn, you should have written it, got your money back. You know what
yeah,
I mean?
exactly.
Wait, was that really their marketing
Yeah, it's
campaign?
like you either love it, like people say, like, what's your Marmite food? They mean like something you, like, you know, people love or hate. Like I don't know, coriander. People love or hate it, don't they?
Say it again.
Coriander, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
What
one.
what is coriander?
Cilantro.
spice.
We call it
Cilantro.
cilantro.
I picked the one thing that needs
Oh, I'm thinking
translating.
saffron. Sorry, not
Yeah.
coriander.
Yeah.
That's what coriander is? Fuck.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I didn't know that.
The things you learn.
Yeah. Lexi G nails it and says, "Lol, why? Why? Why did we waste time on this, Andy? You could have been dressed as a nun, but you're peeking out from behind the fireplace."
Oh my God!
Like, like,
He looks like a little elf back
it's a
there.
serious fucking podcast, and I got Andy over here not doing the nun, doing this instead.
My favorite thing is for a second, I didn't realize he was live. I thought it was like a GIF that
Me too.
him and Kevin had made that just pops out.
Great job, Andy.
Uh,
Now, Simon,
yeah.
this has been covered a little bit this week, but there's a new audience for every show.
Mm.
You used to be just like the Trogs, a kind of funny best friend,
Yeah.
a nobody in the industry. Nothing's ever going to happen for you. You
Okay.
came to Kind of Funny Live, though. We changed your life. Isn't that right? We set you on the
Oh,
path.
yeah, you set me on the path. I'm trying to think. When was that? When was...
It was
I
number
came
one.
for kind of... No,
Two? Okay.
I brought my dollar in that I caught from the crowd, gave it to Tim.
You see this shit, Nick?
The kind of
No.
funny
Yeah,
dollars.
Oh,
Have one
in
that's
my wallet.
awesome.
Tim
That's
dollars.
incredible.
When was that? Was that 26?
16. Yeah.
So what? I started IGN in August 2017. So it was like a year later.
You got the kiss from us. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
that must have been what it was.
more,
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'd already applied once before then, didn't get it. But
Yeah,
then
well, I
I
mean,
saw
there you go.
sense. Then the
Now
second
it's
time
basically
around.
like a reference when you're
Yeah.
like, oh, and I've been to Kind of Funny Live too.
Yeah.
That's
So
like-
yeah, what do you want to say? You saved my life. Is that?
No, I want to know more. How did you find us? How did you find Kind of
I
Funny?
always used to listen to IGN, so I listened to Beyond GameScoop. So
Sure.
I've been listening to you
Oh,
for
is
too long.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. that'll
Far
happen.
too long.
Yeah.
And yeah, when you moved out, I also moved.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, listened to Kind of Funny. I was into all of it, and I thought, do you know what? The first time I went to San Francisco, I was like, I'm just gonna head out. I'm just gonna go.
How old were you?
Well, when was that?
2016?
I would have been 24.
Okay.
And now I'm here.
It's a big trip. Did you know anybody?
No, I met up with a few guys I met online from Kind of Funny, and we all shared an Airbnb. There's a risk they could have killed me.
Yeah,
still
it's
here.
always a risk at a Kind of Funny event.
Yeah, and then I came along, and yeah.
That's
Do
awesome.
you know what's funny?
What's that?
At that live event, you also did it's like the first time like Overwatch was playable or something.
Yeah.
You had like Overwatch, and I watched that game and thought, what's
Is that true?
Yeah.
Yeah, you had like
It wasn't the first time it was playable, but it was.
you had like a.
we had early access.
We did an
to
access
it.
event. Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
it was,
I watched that and
I just
thought,
love the idea that like Overwatch, we're like, oh, whatever,
Yeah.
bring whatever shit game you want, it becomes Overwatch.
Well,
Yeah,
I
no,
thought
Kind of Funny Live 2 was sponsored by Overwatch. Like how
Yeah.
fucking weird
And
is
I remember
that?
watching that going, this game looks not for me.
Not a chance.
Looks
This will
shit.
take off. Yeah.
And then like I don't know, 3,000 hours later, I was like,
yeah.
maybe
yeah,
my
yeah,
favorite
yeah.
game ever. But yeah, no, it was a fun weekend. Yeah, had a good time. Well, week. Yeah, and
Yeah,
now
what
I'm
a
here.
time.
Who's
Now
laughing
you
now?
made it. You made it. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Woo!
I
The
love it.
hagglers can't say that.
Exactly.
They didn't make. Oh,
Yeah.
Cody's there.
Yeah, Cody popped up. Nobody understands exactly what happened. Cody, I'll tell you right now, it's a huge mistake not to have your phone number on your Patreon profile. And I don't know if that's something you can put, but you should have because I tried to call you, but I couldn't find it.
Yeah, it's a little surreal to be here, but I'm kind of
Still?
over it now.
Because this is what pissed me off.
To be
Simon
to be
Cardy,
actually here.
please shut up.
Okay, fuck you.
Simon Cardy, of course,
Give it
right?
back to him. Give it back.
Ooh, he got tough.
He's like
Another
Robert
one of
Kraft.
these fucking UKers with the chocolate and all this jazz, right? The thing he did that pissed me
When
off
does it
the
become
most.
racist?
What is it? Oh, governor!
Long ago.
There we
The
go.
thing that
long
pissed me
time
off
ago.
the most
Right there.
was that Lucy James brought him out here. He slept on my couch for an entire week.
A night.
Entire week. Ate all my food, talked
All
to
of
me.
the food.
You know, he tried to walk Portillo at one point, all this different stuff. And then it wasn't until he was gone that Lucy's like, yeah, he's a big Kind of Funny. He was a big Kind of Funny fan. He knew, and I was like, what? He never told me ahead of time. We could have had
You gotta be
conversations
cool.
there.
You gotta be cool.
Nah. When have we ever been cool? It's time for But now we know, and look at him here. He's on the show.
I don't make a big deal. I don't make a big deal out of things. I'm relaxed.
Most relaxed guy I've ever met.
It's not really.
Just
You
chilling.
haven't seen me nervous. I've been
Hanging.
nervous.
Now here's a conversation I think you'll be well versed in
Sure.
with me. All right.
Give it to me.
I was talking to Mr. Cardy the other day. He brought up the fact that, you know what, I look a lot like young John Candy, and he showed this
Have
thing.
you seen a picture of young John Candy?
Yes.
He
And
looks
in stripes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he was, and I was like, you should cosplay as John Candy from a movie. And we started going down the list of what it should be.
Yeah.
And of course, Uncle Buck came up
Uncle
right
Buck,
away.
huge.
Absolutely.
Buck.
But here
Classic.
I went with, why not do Home Alone when he pops up as one of the polka band members? You know what I mean? In that really
Oh,
bright
yeah.
yellow coat.
Vuji polka, polka,
Yeah,
polka,
yeah,
polka.
yeah, yeah,
Planes,
yeah.
Trains is my favorite John Candy film. But
That's very
kind of a
Uncle Buck,
non-dis-
though. If
Can
you
you
did
grow
any
the
change, You're
mustache?
gonna see Uncle Buck.
Yeah.
I'm
I
thinking you
can't
should
throw
be-
anything here.
when he did sort of, I mean, to bring it back full circle, do you remember Who's Harry Crumb when he dresses up as a really, really tan,
I haven't seen that in a long
potentially
time.
Middle Eastern man? Where it's kind
Is
of gets
that- We
racist.
get into short circuit.
I would tell you
Remember when
not
and he
to
has
do
the,
this.
everybody
I
has
would
the
tell
mutton
you
chops
not
when
to
they
do
come
this.
off
I
onto his
might
chest. and
not
it's
do that
disgusting.
one.
The mud.
Yeah.
Okay, you can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love John Candy. Didn't get many
Everyone
hate
loves John
for it, really.
Candy. Take him before his time.
Yeah.
One of the comedic greats
Yeah.
Yeah.
of any generation.
But
Very,
yeah,
very
I
funny
kind
man.
of, well, our surnames are quite. I occasionally get mail that says Simon Candy, so it's like we're
Mm.
Have you
kinda
thought about
related.
changing your last name to Candy?
The Candy Man? Yeah.
Candy.
Maybe I
Yeah.
should.
That's actually good.
Simon
Simon
Candy?
Cardy, the Candy Man.
Simon Cardy is a
The
great last
Candyman.
name.
Simon,
And I want to ask you
the
this question.
Candyman, Cardi. I like
What do you get a nickname from Cardi?
It's just Cardi. Most people call me Cardi.
How'd you feel when Cardi B showed up?
Yeah.
Ruined
that's my
everything. 'cause
question.
She spells with an I. Mine's
Yeah.
spelled with a Y.
Yeah.
Whenever
Yeah.
people don't know me now, they know. There's probably someone in this chat. I'm not blaming.
I would have
you.
assumed it was
happens.
Cardi.
No, mine's Y. Yeah.
So
I
that's
know.
why you get Candy.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
all coming together
I've
now.
seen
isn't
this.
it?
Darth
Yeah.
Doobie in the
I
chat
was around
says,
before her.
yeah.
yeah, but again, it's the whole,
I'm
Lucy
not as-
lapping you by 70,000 people.
I'm not
like,
as
you-
famous as
yeah,
Cardi B, am I?
yeah.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not
You gotta
yet.
start. You gotta start really letting it go. Like
Start
the flow.
rapping.
Your flow. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Darth Doobie says, do the cosplays from the Great Outdoors. Just dress up as a fisherman or when he had the glasses and shot the bear.
That's the
Darth,
problem.
I love you. That is such a deep cut, though.
No,
I hate
I got it.
Okay.
Mog.
Mog.
I'm a half man, half dog. I'm my own best friend.
I don't know. What
That is
What
good.
the fuck is happening?
Spaceballs. He's talking Spaceballs.
Baseball.
Barf, I believe.
Barf.
Yeah.
He's a
But he
Mog.
was a Mog.
Mog,
yeah.
Barf. That's what it was.
That's
Barf.
a good one. You ever
Not
think of
here.
that?
I need to rewatch Spaceballs. It's been
Yeah, it's been a long
decades
time for
too
me.
long.
Yeah.
I watched it maybe a year ago. I honestly, and I'm sad to say it wasn't as entertaining as I had wanted it to be.
Yeah.
Because growing up, when you watched Spaceballs as a kid, you were like, well, we don't have any more Star Wars, so this will
Yeah,
do.
this is close.
This
as
is
it can
close
be.
as
Yeah.
close as we can get. And of course, Rick Moranis is incredible in that film. But yeah, I watched it
You
recently.
fell for it, man. The oldest trick in the book, man.
It's like watching a scary movie where it's like, God, man, it's so good. It was so good, but it's just Scream. Like,
Yeah.
it's
That's
like,
what made it good.
but it's also like exactly, but it's barely a parody, and it's
I
like the
mean-
things that are a parody. It's like, okay, that's clearly just like what's the
I'm-
easiest joke we can
I'm
make.
sure in our many years of podcasting, I've talked about it before, but it is worth every time bringing out that before we ever got to Endgame or anything like that, the Scary Movie trailer was the loudest theater reaction I've ever been a part of. That was when we were going to the movies. I'm in high school. We were going to see American Pie. We're doing all this stuff. Obviously, going to see Screams and all the different Screams. And when we went there, they weren't on the internet yet, or if they were, nobody was watching them yet. And so we were in there in a packed house for whatever fucking movie we were going to see that night as teenagers. And when that one came on, we fucking lost. And I don't mean we. I mean the entire theater lost their fucking minds because everyone knew Scream so well. So for that to happen, and the trailer was so pitch perfect, it was fantastic. It
I
was
can't even imagine, man.
Those movies are so the comedy in those movies is so base.
Oh, it's so surface
so
level. Here it is.
surface level. It's almost insulting to me, and I am the most base surface level comedy guy that I know of.
It's insulting because of how hard you laugh at it.
It's insulting because it's just
They
like
get
it's
you.
so fucking like lowest hanging fruit possible.
Yeah.
And I just cannot believe how many of those movies they made. I also love that Mike tried to walk in, locked eyes with me. He tried to put a box in the storage area, locked eyes with me, and I just shook my fucking head. I'm like, don't you put that shit there. It's going to stay there forever. One of those stupid wheels that he's got that the kids spent 45 minutes today trying to calibrate, and they're never going to play with again.
Can you bring on Mike to talk about how he met Phil Spencer? This is the coolest thing ever. This is so cool. Mike, come on stage, man.
Did he tell you that he saw Jeff Keighley?
No.
And
He saw.
he saw Jeff Keighley. They were at a part with Andy, and he was like, he pulled the mic. He was like, I'm going to go say what's up, to the boss.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go talk to the big
I'm
dog.
going to talk to the big dog. And Andy tells me, Andy, you want to tell the story?
Yeah, Mike was like, he was prepared, and he was like, I'm gonna go talk to the big dog. See you later, bro. And I was like, all right, sounds good, man. And he walks away for about 10 seconds, and then inevitably, just kind of turns back around and starts walking back up to us. And he's like, couldn't do it. Too scared. Too scared. Too nervous. Well, also, Keeley was still in like I just entered. I'm still near the doorway mode.
Mhm.
You don't want to impose in that moment, But Mike, man, he was like big dog with Phil Spencer. It was so cool to see. It was two industry legends talking to
Oh my
each other.
God. Too interesting.
I-
Yeah.
Right now, you're the best, Andy.
So you met Phil Spencer.
Met Papa Phil for the first time. It was awesome.
Papa. Did you call him Papa?
No. Papa. I called him Shred Lord Phil. We just talked about shredding the whole time.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, try to connect and just keep it simple. You know what I mean? Industry icon, vet in the game.
Now, why are you too scared to talk to
Phil
Jeff Keighley? You
Spencer.
talk to Phil Spencer. You can't talk to Jeff Keighley?
I need Landy's support on that one. You know
Well.
what I mean? He walked in, and it was like the whole room paused. It was like, oh, snap, Jeff Keighley's here.
Huge.
You heard the murmurs all around. And I looked at it. I looked at Andy, and I was like, we got to go up there, big dog him, and talk to him, right? And he's like, I don't know, Mike. And I said, I'm going to go do it. I walked over there. He had everybody and their mother trying to shake hands with him, and I was like, not the time. He was also in the entrance cone.
Yeah.
Did Andy tell you about the entrance cone?
He said he was at the
Conical.
entrance, yeah.
Yeah, so here's
the
the
conicals
issue,
are
right?
Cone. It's a
There's a
bottleneck.
door. It's rainy. It's a San Francisco night.
So
right?
rainy.
Is this the Xbox Lounge?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
Xbox
I know the
Loft,
cone.
yeah.
I know
Oh,
the
this
cone.
was
And
this
so-
was 3-bun night.
Yeah, 3-1 night. Is
What's,
right.
Wait, what is 3 bun?
Three,
night?
it's
We'll
three,
get to that later.
I'm a 3-bun man.
3-1 man. That's when I had an egg that looked kind of brown and weird, but I had it.
We went to Ipadu for
Well,
ramen,
it was
and I got 3 buns.
Oh, you got a
3
brown
bun
yeah
man.
because
It was just
Oh,
brown.
yeah,
yeah,
bows.
Nick,
It was bad, Nick.
It was
real bad.
fine. It was probably fine. You just didn't
I
like it because it was
almost
brown
threw it
instead
up,
of
but
white.
Lucy James locked eyes with me, and I was like, "You got to put this down, Mike. Don't vomit in front of Lucy."
yeah,
He's
'cause
70,000 followers.
I spoke
Mike
to Jeff
said that
Keighley
I
this
was
week.
in the tree of trust, and he was like, Andy, like, I'm gonna be very honest with all y'all right now. I've only ever had ramen out of the package, like the crunchy. I've never actually had like cooked ramen.
Yeah.
And so I tweeted that out, and then Tam said, after this, because there was like a crazy accident on the bridge to Oakland, so traffic was crazy. Me and Mike felt like maybe we're just gonna stay in the streets overnight here. We don't know how to get back home. And Lucy and Tam were like, let's go get some ramen. We'll take you to Ippudo. And then over there, traffic should be more chill. We can get an Uber. We can finally go home. And so me, Mike, Tam, and Lucy walked in 45-degree rain for about 20 minutes, Mike. It was a fucking nightmare. I
Rain
don't
was
know why we
sideways,
did it.
Tim.
Mm-hmm.
Here's
It was
the
a bad
earth,
night.
It was sideways.
Yeah.
They're
Yep.
coming at you
Yeah.
sideways type stuff.
That was like, what was that, like Tuesday night?
That was Tuesday night.
Yeah.
That's when we shared a hibiscus
That was
together.
when I was down
We
there
had
as
a
well.
hibiscus and ginger, which never again wasn't that good.
That sounds
There you go.
horrible.
Yeah, it
It
wasn't very
was-
nice. We
it
only
was
got it
nice
because
and fruity
this
looking.
guy here pointed at someone else's drink and asked him what it was. So we got 3 of them.
Yeah, Simon was like, I'm gonna get a beer. It's the best beer you can get, Mike. And I said, oh, that's so awesome. He said, let me get you something. It's my treat. And I said, I don't drink beer, but I'll have that fruity drink over there. And
Wasn't even
unfortunately,
fruit.
it was not
It was a
fruity.
flower.
Yeah, it was hibiscus.
That'll get
Yeah.
you. That'll
More
get you.
herbaceous.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I spoke to Jeff Keighley for the first time this week. He misheard me and thought I was the GM of IGN.
You should have rolled with
Fucking
it.
awesome.
I should have rolled with it, but I couldn't pretend that. That was too much.
What was his
Maybe,
reaction
yeah.
though?
Oh, he started asking me, do I know what our E3 plans are? And I'm like, no. It must have been funny because he thought I was the GM. I was just like,
He's like,
oh,
I'm
I
sorry,
have no
you're
idea.
the GM, you don't know shit.
I love that.
Yeah.
Although to be fair, if someone asked me,
Yeah.
hey, what's kind of funny's plans for E3? I'd be
Oh,
like,
no one
I don't
knows.
know what are E3's plans. for
E3 doesn't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
It does seem like,
It
and
keeps changing.
I'm
Yeah.
always scared to ask because I don't really like care. But what is the status of E3 right now?
I'm happy you asked, Nick.
It's got a date. And no
Because
one's
yeah,
gonna
because
be
everyone's like, the Ubisoft's not going to be there. Sony's pulling out. Sony might. I don't know. They're doing the thing. There's a whole thing going on. It
Dunno.
seems like this is one of those moments where your friends like, dude, we're going to the concert, and you're like, did we get tickets? Like,
Yeah.
do we know any of the information that we need relevant to actually make it to the concert to watch
Yeah.
the concert?
Absolutely not.
Well, it's like going to a music festival and not knowing anyone on the bill. You're just like, well, I guess we'll have a drink. Like,
It's got a good
Yeah.
name. It's got
Yeah.
the cachet. It's got to be a
Yeah.
part of it. We'll see if it actually turns
I'm
out to
scared
be
for you
anything.
guys. I don't want you guys going
Well,
to
we
LA
haven't
and
committed- we
getting
haven't bought
lost.
anything. We're not doing anything yet.
That's fair.
Mm.
I was looking forward to an E3 this year, though. I was looking
No,
forward
you
to
weren't.
actually like. Well, I enjoyed the one GDC party that I went to that nobody recognized me at until I was trying to leave, and then 3.
You went to a
recognized me.
GDC party?
I didn't say this.
No, what the fuck party
This
did
is-
you go to? I didn't go
This
to.
was at Elmo's Club. We're going to hear all about Nick's GDC story, but first I want to tell you about patreon.com/kindafunny. Over on patreon.com/kindafunny, of course, you can watch this show as we record it live, like the Hagglers are, or at least Cody is. I don't know where Melissa is, so I don't want to try to. I'm not going to be an alibi if the police are watching this. All right, I haven't seen her in the live chat yet. I'm just saying what I know.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So you think he killed her? Is that what you're saying?
Listen, I would never say something like that on the record, Nick, but I'm just saying I've only seen Cody in the chat.
Simon, people
Yeah.
pay to watch us live,
I know,
which I know is terrifying.
Cindy,
I used
rate
to-
them.
What changed?
And then,
You gonna tell me you got a thin skin like Bert Meg? You won't come back?
people watch
That's
live
egg.
that are a happy married couple, and our first instinct is to imply that they're siblings, and then our second is to imply that they might have killed each other.
No, that's third.
Okay.
Second was the siblings are banging each other.
Yeah.
Well,
That's a
Siblings
key
banging
point,
each other, and then one may have
Yes,
killed the other person,
yes.
in like a Dear John sort of way,
Mm-hmm.
where it was like a whole
Like the
thing.
Taylor Swift song?
No, like the Tim Daly, Connie Brighton.
Dear John?
Wasn't that what it's called?
I'm not.
It was
I'm picking
a
up this
podcast
reference.
series that they made into like a
With
mini
Scarlett
series.
Johansson?
You're right. You're right. I do remember
You nailed
this.
it. Dear John is right.
Dear John is
No
right.
nuts.
You're right. Yeah.
No nuts.
You ever killed anyone?
Andy, I'm in the middle of a transition. Do you mind?
Yeah, I'm messing this one up.
Get out of here.
Now-
Go back to the behind the fireplace. Go back to terrorizing the Salesforce Tower. No one has time for you right now. Of course, though, if you want the show ad-free, you have to go to patreon.com/kindafunny, and you're not there. So here's a word from our sponsors.
Shout out to Rocket Money for sponsoring this episode. Try it free for 30 days is enough time to try and completely forget about a subscription or service. Before you know it, you're paying for a subscription that you don't use every single month. With Rocket Money, you can change that with a few quick taps. Rocket Money, formerly known as Truebill, is a personal finance app that finds and cancels your unwanted subscriptions. It monitors your spending and it helps you lower your bills. Rocket Money makes canceling subscriptions as easy as a click of a button. Rocket Money helped me realize I had a few subscriptions that I just completely don't even need anymore. And now I'm saving that cash money, baby. Stop throwing your money away, cancel unwanted subscriptions, and manage your expenses the easy way by going to rocketmoney.com/kindafunny. That's rocketmoney.com/kindafunny. One more time, rocketmoney.com/kindafunny. Shout out to Shady Rays for sponsoring this episode. Do you want to look as cool as I look? Yes, you do. And you can. You can take on the sun with gear built to last. Our friends at Shady Rays have you covered for the warm weather ahead with premium polarized shades at an unbeatable price. Shady Rays is an independent sunglasses company that offers a world-class product that's just as good as any expensive pair that I've ever worn in my life. Every pair of sunglasses is backed by lost and broken replacements. If you lose or break your pair, even on day one, they told us they will send you a brand new pair, no questions asked. You can wear your Shady Rays with confidence because they have your back long after you purchase. Exclusively for you listeners, Shady Rays is giving out their best deal of the season. You can go to shadyrays.com and use the code KindaFunny. You can get 50% off 2+ pairs of polarized sunglasses. You can try for yourself the shades that are rated 5 stars by over 250,000 people. Promo code KindaFunny at shadyrays.com.
Back to you, Nick.
It is Dirty John.
Dirty
DJ
John.
Canto. Thank you.
Dirty John.
Dear John.
That
Dirty
one
John.
was so like I was
Nick,
watching
you
and I was
were
like, you know
so
what? This
close.
is
You were so
I'm
close.
so uncomfortable because
Yeah,
I love
it-
Connie Britton from Nashville. I can't watch the rest of this.
I mean, again, that's another one of those shows like Succession that I walked in, watched like 30 seconds of, and I'm like, this is intense, and I don't need to be a part of this. I think my wife watched the entire thing though; she was obsessed with it for a hot second. Can I tell you before I get to my GDC party? I went to a birthday party over the weekend where they did the video message thing, and so
I don't like when you do things that I don't know about.
Yeah.
It stresses me out.
Okay.
Whose
I'll tell
birthday
them.
was it?
Brennan's wife's
Okay,
birthday.
cool.
Yeah,
That's fair.
she was turning 40, and so they did a thing, and I went to it, and he did a whole video message thing for people that couldn't be there, and of course, I think had some real fun on Cameo. We'll just say that. Lisa Vanderpump, was there. Another housewife that I don't know, but I
She was
recognize.
getting the
her.
housewives? What the fuck?
He got all the housewives, and then I forget I forget the lady's name, and then he got Brian Cox from Succession.
No.
Right, yeah. Who did apparently there's some sort of signature phrase where it's like stuff it up your fucking ass or something like
fuck
that.
off.
Yeah, that's what it was. So he's like, happy birthday, have a great
I
day,
love you.
and then fuck off
Why
or
is
something,
he
whatever it
doing
was
that?
like that.
Why does he need to?
Money.
I don't know, but I
Does he
assume
need
that
money?
he's cashing in on
Why
that.
not?
Hannibal Lecter.
Well, here's the
Let
thing,
them
though. A
do
lot
it.
of the Cameo people, they do it for charity. Like Lisa Vanderpump,
Oh, fair.
it goes straight to
I want
charity
to
for
know how much
dogs.
Brian
She
Cox
just
costs.
lies and you believe it, don't you, Tim?
No, dude, it goes to Vanderpump Dogs. Okay,
And Vanderpump Dogs
One of her
is
businesses.
a nonprofit charity that goes to pay for Lisa Vanderpump's hair.
And her dogs.
And her dogs.
She has a lot of dogs.
That's true.
She has a
Josh
dog named
started
Pikachu
Cameo.
and a dog named Pink Dog. The pink dog is named Pikachu. The other dog's named Pink Dog.
And Jiggy passed away, right?
A decade ago, yes.
Okay, sad.
Yeah.
That's sad.
R.I.P. Jiggy.
R.I.P. Jigs. So that was fun. That was interesting to see Cameo. And then so backing up there, I did go to a GC party. I hung out with my friend who's making a game. He works for a developer called Fun Dogs. They invited me to go to the CAA party because they're repped by CAA Games.
Sick.
And I went, and it was super fun. It was at Flytrap. I go there. It's very packed. I'm having a great time. It's nice to meet the team. I saw the game, and went out for a cocktail.
Jesus.
And I'm doing the thing where I'm like, what's he charging?
$700.
That's it
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck
for
off.
$700. For
Killer.
$700, I think we should get him to do one a week and then have a whole podcast. So just write lines for him,
Sure.
say every week until after 2 hours, it's a whole podcast with us.
You can
You can
get
just hire me to do the whole Succession
Danielle
cast.
Panabaker from The Flash
Love it.
for going away. Oh, she's currently unavailable, but the main screen showed her for $74.99.
$74?
Yeah.
That can't. I mean,
The
that's.
way you said that.
Well, I would assume that if you're a person who's on a CW show, you'd probably be charging in the hundreds.
I mean, it's how much do you want to? I mean, how much you want to? I forget how.
I guess you
Cam
do
said.
10, you make $1,000, right? Roughly, or 12, 13, you make $1,000
How much would you charge?
in a day.
It's a great question, Tim. How much would I charge?
I'd have to think long and hard about it because I want to make sure that it's a good value.
Oscar from The
$69.
Office is on here for
$69.
$350.
What?
I charge like.
Can you look
Who's
up
the-
Lisa Vanderpump?
Yeah, see how much the pump is.
Thanks for that, Nick.
You're welcome. Isn't that what they call her? The pump?
I mean, I call her that.
She is on. She is currently unavailable, so I can't see her
Oh,
prices.
that's a bummer.
You have to get her in a certain window, I guess.
Yeah, well, she probably is like I get. I mean, the second she turns that on, she's probably got like 2,000 people wanting her to do that. That's
How
the
much
life,
do you think
right?
D-Rock from the Yin Yang Twins runs you? Damn it, he's a follow too. What the fuck? Tell me who's available.
Is there a filter you can put on that says people that are
Probably. I don't
know.
know. I'm caught in the browse section right now. New and noteworthy. You want that?
Yeah, let's do new Norwood.
Okay, hold on.
Brian Cox, $750. That actually now that seems like a lot of money.
It's a lot of
Probably
money.
20
Now you're doing that thing where it's like you're asking how much I could charge for this. Like now I'm in that range of people where I'm like, I don't know who the fuck you are. Scroll.
See if like Tom Wellington's on there or
Cole Barnett from Netflix's Love Is Blind.
Okay,
How much do you think he is?
200.
$60.
He got the guy with the rose that you like, the Bachelor guy, I think.
God, the rose that I like, the Bachelorette guy. Fuck.
He got that guy. No?
I
The
mean,
host? Isn't there a host of The Bachelor?
Oh, Chris Harrison, the canceled host.
No, maybe not that guy then.
I mean, he might be on.
Maybe it
it.
was the Survivor guy. I'm saying it was
Jeff
one of those guys.
Probst.
It was one of those guys.
All right,
It was
we're
one of
in.
those guys.
Now we're just in WWE. All right.
Okay.
That seems like because I could.
Well,
log
that
in.
money doesn't go to them. That straight up has to.
That
go
goes straight to
charity
Vince
stuff.
McMahon's pocket.
Well, now it's not straight anymore. It's to the WWE thing that gets this to that, but then he still owns the majority share and he's trying to sell it or whatever. Jason Ayers, referee. How much do you think he's charging?
The blonde guy?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Not Robinson,
Mm.
the younger blonde guy.
Got it. Oh, I don't know then. $75.
$55.
These don't seem like they're.
Wow,
I guess if you did like 20 in a
They're
day.
just messaging.
Well, it's like the
it
thing.
seems like
Kevin
we're
from The
wasting-
Office is a gajillionaire off of it. What's his name? Andy, what's Kevin's name from The Office?
Kevin Malone.
Brian Bumgarner.
I appreciate Kevin just being like, he's
Kevin.
$200. Kevin from The Office is $200.
Yeah,
See,
he made over $1 million.
I'm not getting out of
just off
bed
of
for
this.
anything less.
Tim, I'm
than
thinking we should
$200.
all sign up right now. What are we doing? Why are we wasting our time here?
It's just a lot. It's just a lot
Yeah,
to
we
figure
don't
out.
need to add more work.
They've
Well,
approached
first
us
off,
a million times.
Here's why, really, because Greg and Tim, you guys will get a lot, and you'll have to add that to your already busy schedule, and then I'll get none, and
Yeah.
it'll make me feel real bad
Yeah.
about
That was
myself.
so funny.
Yeah.
I think I've flipped. I'm in. We should do it.
I love
Like
I love
Kevin will get
Kevin.
one more than me per week, and I will be like,
No,
I
I'll get a
need
lot
to
more
quit
than
this
that.
career.
I'll get a lot more.
Kevin,
than
I would
that.
give
this
way
is-
more cameos.
this
I
is-
love the idea of like, can we offer Nick for like 50% less?
Here's where we're going to pivot from what we're talking about to something more important, all right?
Uh-oh.
Christina Brown is on here. She's, of course, one of the sister wives.
What
You know
does
the
that
sister
mean?
wives?
These
No.
are
Traveling
TLC?
pants?
These words
She,
mean nothing.
is that more?
to
Is
me.
she Mormon?
Yeah, they were all. There's been a lot of drama with sister wives that I haven't kept up with, but I know that there's drama. She's $55, and her says we need all the support and love. Like, what is going on with the sister wife?
Well,
Someone tell me. I'm looking over here. Madeline Stanley. What is going on with the sister wives?
Holy-
That is your new job. Get it for me. Let me know.
Fran Drescher is $750. She's more than Brian Cox. That's
I mean,
wild.
yeah.
She's fucking
The Dresh, dude.
nanny. The
Get
Dresh. Get Dreshed, everybody.
Wake up in the morning, get dressed.
They have samples in here. Let's see what the sample is from Fran.
It's me, Fran Drescher, the founder of the Cancer Schmancer movement.
Thanks for sending me that cameo, Fran. That's how easy it is. You know what I mean? That's how you could rip her off. Now I don't know why people aren't doing this. You know what I mean? I can rip
Ripping
people off
Fran
on
Drescher
Cameo.
off?
Like faking cameos. saying,
Right
like, "Look at
there.
this
Fran
guy."
didn't say, "Hey Tim, hey Nick." She just went into her whole soliloquy,
Yeah.
and now you can just take it away. That you
She
soliloquy,
didn't
right?
even do it in the nanny voice.
I'm sure. Oh, let's go back. She will eventually. I'm sure.
In the nanny way.
You know.
You know what's funny
Fran
is
Drescher, the founder of the Cancer Schmancer movement. You may know me as the nanny, but we're trying to raise money for my nonprofit. And what we do is start revolutionizing the way we think about our health.
Did you notice? Fran sounded like she was making it up. We're raising money for my nonprofit.
Partners with our physician about
I always get her confused
finding
with
out
Janice.
what the
from
origins
Friends.
of
Janice was
Chandler
Fran.
Bing.
Similar, I get it.
I don't know.
I'm gonna skip to the end and see if she does.
You don't
like
watch Friends?
do a little bit
You never
deeper.
watched Friends?
I mean,
I'm
I
here to do that in support of Cancer
Oh
Schmancer.
man, one day you're gonna go.
Too much
Choose
cross
me.
talking here.
Well, Greg's still listening to this 90-minute.
I was hoping she
Fran
was gonna at
Drescher.
the end do whatever the catchphrase from the nanny is. I don't fucking know. I'll get your
Nick had to
kids.
lash out.
What's the daddy? Simon, what's the nanny's catchphrase?
No, hello, I'm the nanny. I don't know.
Seven, what's
like
the
that.
nanny? What's the nanny? Let's start there.
The nanny. I
Okay.
think we had a British version. Is it just like this? Is it like a reality show where?
No.
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 Okay.
But
well, fuck
that
it.
show you are talking about is excellent.
Am I thinking
And
of
that's the
Super
same
Nanny?
British lady, I believe. That's the one who would be. It would be like a bar rescue, but for like
Bad
houses that are totally
I
fucked
think
up,
was
and a
it,
nanny
was it called
would
like
go
Super
over.
Nanny?
Oh
Super
yeah,
Nanny.
yeah, I remember that. I remember that.
That's what I was thinking of. I don't know what this is. I
This
was
is a
just sitting here
sitcom.
thinking
There
no one
she is.
even. There we go.
She had a voice.
That's not who I was thinking of.
It was a whole thing.
The complete series. Where is this available on? I would watch it.
This looks like a
Oh no
DVD
way!
cover.
Clear comes. Madeline Stanley says, "Okay, here's the sister wives update. He's only still married to one of them, and the one named."
He's still only married to one.
What a funny way to say that. He is still only married to one of them. Period. The one named Robin. He's only married to Robin. Also would have combined the two sentences into one.
That's fair. That's fair.
Now,
Thank you.
here's where it gets
Say
interesting.
thank you.
Madeline,
Thank you,
for
Madeline.
that.
Madeline, I'm gonna read your question that you sent in here, and we will read that question.
Here's
into it.
where it gets interesting.
You sat through the rest of the boring. All right. There's a section in here called $50 or less.
I do that. I just want someone to call me.
On here, there's just a kid named Brick.
Do it.
He
Fucking do
describes himself.
Fucking do
Fucking
it.
do
Brick
it.
and describes
No.
himself as a TikTok star, is his profession. And then his description is, I make TikToks, lol.
Greg,
Here's what I
He's
Get it right now.
$3. I'm
get
booking
it?
him.
Fucking get it? And like, I want you to just ask him to be
Ask
like,
him what his
hey,
favorite
man.
shape is.
Like, yeah, it's like, what's your favorite shape, Brick?
Also,
It better be
do
a
put another
rectangle.
one in for $3 and say, Brick, who are you? Describe to us who you
Hold
are.
on.
Yeah.
Before we commit to Brick, let me look through who else is on this.
Who's gonna
under
get better than
$50?
Brick,
Better than
bro?
Brick.
Who do you think's gonna be better than Brick?
They got that guy who does the Peter Griffin impressions at the thing. Yeah, exactly. Well, he looks like Peter Griffin too. He's like, all right, IRL Peter Griffin. Tazon Days on here for $35.
I think I have Tazonde's phone number.
Chocolate rain. Oh, we won't do that then.
What?
Just call him.
This is good. Everybody stick with me for a second. Chance the Rapper is on here
Okay.
for $4.99.
No.
But it's Chance WRAPPER 87. He's just some white kid.
Oh, I mean that's the original Chance to Rap.
That probably is. That's why he put all that on there.
That's
He's
probably why
put
he's
that on
trying to
there.
get his namesake back.
I'm looking through here. Who else we
We could
got?
place bets. What do we think Brick's favorite shape is?
No, it's probably Brick. You're right.
It's
Brick's
probably,
probably
rectangle?
that's a good point. It's probably
His
rectangle.
name's Brick.
That's
I mean,
the
it's
thing,
a
yeah.
rectangle. Like, will he go with that?
John
rat?
Roberts is on here.
I hope he says long cube.
Long cube.
Oh,
John
I like
Roberts
the
is on
squares that
here.
aren't quite square.
He's only $2 and just says, I'll literally say anything.
Wow.
That's
Holy, for $2?
Yeah, for $2, he'll say anything.
Didn't PewDiePie get in trouble for that one time?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Scrolling. I'm seeing if there's anybody else in here that's even living up to Brick's. No. No, Brick's got it.
Will you reply within half an hour though? Will we get it?
That's a great question. All right, hold on. So I've never booked a Cameo before, all right? So it's for me. Okay.
Well,
Introduce yourself.
Is Chris Hansen on there? Is that the Catch a Predator guy?
Yeah.
Chris Hansen? That'd be a fun one.
Which,
I got him for Nick's birthday.
yeah, we did that.
Oh, that's right. Wait, when was that this year?
No,
No,
that
it
was
was KFAF.
2019, I think.
Oh shit. That's funny.
Or 2020, right before your birthday. Or like right before pandemic hit. 2020.
Oh, that was
I got Joey Fatone as well for you, and I had him say that, like, hey Nick, why have you been saying that I was 30 years old when I first joined NSYNC?
Oh god, that's so great.
I'm getting old to the point that I forget things that have happened.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
10 years ago, like
Welcome to middle
we'll
age.
be like, I know we talk a lot on the shows and stuff, and it's like, okay, cool. Like I forgot that we told the story or whatever. But like that Cameo thing, like that happened. I should have remembered
totally, yeah.
without
Not a chance.
prompting that Chris Hansen and freaking Joey Maloney were
Joey Fatone.
Joey Fatone. not
Same thing.
Maloney,
Jenna
were-
Maloney, Joy Tony, same thing.
We're on this.
Hold on,
and-
real quick. I'm sorry to stop you.
Go for it.
We want to try to get him to respond before we go off the air.
Yes.
So I need to send this in. You have to send like an emoji thing of like what it means, and I said the excitement is real. I don't know why it makes me do that. And then I said I'm gonna ask a question. My pronouns are he, him, and then you can add notes. We need to know what your favorite shape is for the Kind of Funny podcast. Do we all agree?
Yeah.
All right.
Sounds
And
great.
then I can attach a 20-second video. So I'm gonna make that real quick.
Matthew Dog on the chat says, haha, leave it to Nick to forget all that. A couple things happened in between those, Matt. Just a little, a couple things. I've
Brick,
watched for
it's
years.
me, Greg Miller. We're live on the Kind of Funny podcast,
What's up, Brick?
youtube.com/kindoffunny.
Big fan.
We were looking through Cameo to figure it all out, and we saw you, and so we need to know what your favorite shape is. I don't think I can tip you, but if I can, and you can respond in the next 10 minutes with what your favorite shape is, and then also say, hey, my name's Brick, the TikTok superstar, and you're listening to the Kind of Funny I cut off.
Hey, Brick.
Good enough? We're sending it. We're sending it. Brick will get it.
Oh, we didn't specify 2D geometric.
Yeah, we fucking have to.
Oh,
Yeah, but I think
If
people.
he comes back with sphere, that's his problem.
I don't
Yeah.
think that people. I mean, that's a circle.
Oh, here's where they get you. Standard is $3, 2 to 7 days. 24 hours or less, $4.99. I'll give him the $4.99.
Give him $10.
What about
and say
1
now.
hour or
What else
less?
is Brick doing right now?
I mean,
Brick
honestly,
on
Brick
TikTok?
looks like he's in school. Brick is a child, so that's what Brick's probably doing.
Man, like you got to be a Lego influencer if that's your name.
Oh,
would hope.
damn, that's smart.
That is good.
I don't
Good
know
stuff.
what I expected from this, but this wasn't it?
Nobody
And
expects.
you know,
this.
the thing is,
Yeah.
like, I
It's
didn't
okay.
expect this either, but also I should have.
I was worried you'd ask me to tell the story. I'm not a good storyteller. I don't have stories.
Team up, Nick.
No, don't.
Tell me
Tell us a
your
story.
your worst Lucy James story.
I don't think I want to do that to her.
Damn.
Dude, remember, she got 70,000 followers plus. I mean, you have the
I
7.
don't
You have
care
the
about
7.
it.
Simon,
don't care
Simon,
about-
tell everyone the funniest time you made someone cry.
But time I made someone cry. I
favorite
made
time
in my
you made
old
someone
in my old job I used to work in sports, like YouTube production, like working with like the England cricket team, the Olympics, things like that.
Got
We
it.
did like some of their YouTube content. I use the word content. I hate that. But there we
It's
go.
a great word. It's the
Yeah,
only word you can
yeah,
use to
it
describe
works.
what we do.
One time it was interviewing Stephen Fry because he loves cricket.
Yeah.
Everyone
Okay.
knows who Stephen Fry is, right?
Yeah.
I don't think so. And he, let me tell you, he loves cricket. Like, loves it. To a point where we were showing him a clip of a cricket match, which is like a big moment, like an emotional moment.
He knew what it was.
Yeah, he was watching it back and he was actively bawling his eyes out at
Wow.
it. That video's online. It's a great video. It's touching. But yeah, I would say, yeah, I made Stephen Fry cry. That was like my best work story until I joined IGN. That was a good one.
Hell yeah, dude.
That's really cool.
That's a good one.
That's
yeah.
And since IGN, you've had a lot of really, really cool things happen. I want to ask you, I want to put you on the spot here.
Okay.
It's going to be an easy tee up because Nick is not too familiar with your work. But I feel like you've done some things.
IGN.com reviews movies and video games and stuff.
But you
Tell me more.
make him very proud, some of the things you've done. What are some of the cooler things you've done at IGN that would make Nick
There's
go,
only one
"Huh?"
place to start, isn't there?
Yeah.
I auditioned to be James Bond. I
Nice.
don't know if you've seen this video.
Yes, yeah.
I
I did not.
travel. So it's just before No Time to Die. It's when they were announcing the cast.
Mhm.
They were like, "Do you want to go to Jamaica for a day to
Yeah, the
interview
answer
the
is yes.
cast?" Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll do that." Yeah. So I had all these questions lined. I didn't even know who the cast was at that point. They hadn't revealed Anna Darmas. I wasn't gonna know. I was gonna
Mm-hmm.
meet her in like, I don't know, 95-degree heat, sweating completely on a Jamaican beach.
Yeah.
And then I had all these questions to ask about No Time to Die, like the future of the franchise. Where's it going? I get there and they're like, oh, you can't ask anything about the film, like the plot, anything.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, I need a plan B. And I just so happened to have on my phone something we shot like 3 months earlier, which is me doing the Bond intro through like a toilet roll tube and using like a plus. Oh, God, we found the video. You need audio for it to. Here it is.
Yeah.
Bang.
This is great.
Look at the reactions.
And then I showed it to all these people, the whole cast, the producers, and I think they were on board.
Can we listen with sound at all, Kev, or you think we'll get claimed in like, well, IG? Can I call Pear? If I call Pear,
Yeah,
will
call
it stop
Pear.
it?
No, calling Pear won't make it okay. But
Probably fine with it.
if you want to call Pear because it's been a while, you're welcome to. He's
Greg,
like,
call Brick. Call Brick.
I'm waiting on Brick's
Brick
response.
needs to get his ass back to us.
God, we're calling Pear Schneider right now.
Use Simon's full name so he knows whose fault it is.
There's a possibility. There's a possibility you get fired for this.
No.
What's up, Greg Miller?
Hey, Pear, it's Greg. You're on the Kind of Funny podcast. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. What's happening?
So-
What can I ruin?
Well, no. Number one, I just need to report because I could never lie to you that Simon Cardy told Pear. He told Jeff Keighley that he was the GM of IGN, and I want that on his record. You can figure that out. Then now on the show, we're about to watch Simon Cardy's James Bond impression when he showed it to all the people from James Bond the movie. And I need to ask you to turn off the like don't copyright strike us. Don't claim us. Don't do that, okay? If you could just walk over to the claim desk and say, "Yo, this one's cool. It's fine."
Pear, I'm so sorry.
I feel like there's a trade here we could do. Like, what's your top viewed video?
We'll come back.
Oh, love, sex, and stuff. Which one is it? What horrible one is
It's
it?
like How to Kiss, I think.
How to Kiss. You can have the How to Kiss, love,
Give him
sex, and
Mike
stuff.
for a
Sure.
week.
Fine.
Thank you, Pear. Thank you. It's a good negotiation.
I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
You
Hold
won
on.
this one. Really.
Hold on. Simon's trying to apologize. Here he is.
Okay.
I'm very sorry, and I love my job.
Throw a sir in there.
Who
for
was
God's
that?
sake.
I don't recall.
Simon
it.
Cardy. He's over in the UK. He's one of those people.
Is he one of ours?
Apparently.
Not for long.
I don't know.
Is he the English one?
The one, yeah.
Yeah.
He keeps saying, I reviewed The Last of Us. Like, the game? And he's like, no, the show. And I was like, oh. Well, everybody did that. That's easy.
I'm known to brag.
No, I remember him.
Okay.
He's a favorite of mine.
Ah. All right, Pear, thank you so much. We love you.
All right.
Bye-bye.
That sounded like a lie, didn't it?
Oh, he doesn't put you on.
I've known Pear long enough. That was legit, genuine.
Oh, there we go.
He likes
There
it.
we go.
That's good.
But yeah, this video.
Play some sound. I
I've
want
never
to see
been-
the reactions.
I've never been more nervous in my life.
I mean,
But now I can do like any junket, any interview, and I'm fine.
Sorry,
Oh,
yeah.
Hold on one second. Audio's
Yeah.
not coming through, which is odd. man.
Nick
You like how I call
Gallegos
it
to the
James
chat.
Bond the movie?
Campfire Designs, who does most of our merch now, responds and goes, "This podcast following last week's is absolute gold."
That's what we do here.
It really is such a total shit.
The other thing we do need, if you're an audio listener or you just haven't been watching the live chat because you're doing it later, Cody Hagler and Melissa Hagler did pop up, but they popped up, if you ask me, kind of suspiciously, where the comment was made and then Cody Hagler suddenly resurfaced, and then guess what? So did Melissa, and they're
Yeah,
like,
but
they're
they're not
like,
commenting at the same time.
exactly.
Which makes me think that
Yeah.
Cody took over Melissa's phone after her body
We
died.
should not
Look,
double
Melissa
down
says
on
coming in late after is a wild ride. Like, okay, Melissa.
Melissa,
you know
if
what I
you
mean?
are in fact still alive, please blink twice.
Stop.
Because we
Hagglers,
think that Cody may
thank
have.
you very much for your support and subscribing.
Here's
to
what
our
I'll say:
page
is there's
on
no
the-
possible way he could be running two keyboards and have the same thing. So on the count of, well, I'm gonna go 1, 2, and then you guys need to hit 3 together, and we'll see him in the chat. All right, 1, 2, and there's gonna be a delay.
Yeah,
There's
it's
gonna
good
be a
thinking.
delay,
It's
but
really
we're
good
watching,
thinking.
and I need to see 3 back to back immediately. Then I'll know.
You
Oh, there's
totally
no
fucked
way
up them.
Cody was doing this thing. You know what I mean? There's
Like,
Melissa
he-
saying, it wasn't as fast as I wanted. Back to the
Hey,
video.
that's pretty fucking good.
That's pretty
though.
good.
That's pretty damn good. I thought it was gonna be way more off than that.
I hate
Usually
watching
I'm like
myself.
audio listeners, whenever we mess up and we're showing a lot of visual stuff, audio listeners get mad. This is stuff that not even video people can see.
No,
Yo,
no.
surprise, surprise. The most important people are the ones on Patreon in the live chat, all right? You want that kind of service? You want us to talk about you maybe murdering your wife? Show up and
You want that kind of service?
You could be in Simon Cardy's one day.
This is
Simon Cardy's chair one day. Yeah. You could be in Simon
You could
Cardy
also
one
be,
day.
yeah. You can
I'm
wear
not
him
gonna
as
take
whatever
applications.
Simon.
whatever application.
you can Buffalo
Did Brick
Bill Simon
respond
Cardy
yet?
if you want to. There you go.
All right, let's watch this video.
Yeah.
I want to see some of this video.
Watching the whole thing? Or?
Just
a little
maybe
bit
when
of it.
James
I mean,
Bond
so-
sees
this
the
is
impression.
incredible.
It's only 2 minutes.
Audition for me, maybe me and the next Bond.
I
at
hate
some
watching
point.
myself.
Yours.
He was into it.
It's really classy. Really classy. I thought we might have to stick. Is that a toilet roll? Yeah.
No.
That's what they use in the real films.
It's a toilet roll, yeah. We just stolen our idea.
Bang was great. Yeah. Bang was
Toilet roll and
Yes. Yeah.
I've got nothing to say. I think that's quite brilliant. Yeah.
I think what really has to do is the way I say bang as I shoot the gun. I
Yeah.
think maybe if you did that in this one.
I've done that.
Did you see that?
Dynamite. That's dynamite.
I
You know what I
fucking
mean?
love you, dude.
That has only got 30,000 views.
Boo.
I'm gonna ask.
I can't believe I traded away Love, Sex, and Stuff How to Kiss for that.
I'm gonna ask you a question right now. It's a serious question. I need you to take it seriously.
Okay.
Have you thought about doing stand-up comedy?
I like sitting down too much.
Simon Cardy,
Funny
come
podcast.
This is what I get for being serious on this fucking show.
No,
I'm
I
never
don't-
serious.
I don't really. I never like drama. I don't like being in front of like live crowds as much. I'm more
He
used to
doesn't
it
do
now.
live.
We've done like live podcasts. And
I was gonna say
stuff,
you guys
like-
do the IGN podcast
Yeah, we've
live
done
every
that
so often.
live every now and then. But I don't know. I don't think I have the jokes. I don't know. I don't know. It's not. I've not really thought about it.
Okay.
He's
You
saying
know,
I could.
you know what I did
Oh, yeah, very
this
good.
weekend.
You have good
Nick?
timing. Yeah.
I rewatched our entire comedy special from
Christ, man.
RTX.
The second one that we did?
Yeah.
The one with Alana and
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, which everyone can watch right now.
Yeah.
YouTube.com.
First time doing
/KindaFunny.
stand-up.
Very successful video.
We
Yeah.
have 2 videos, both called First Time Doing Stand-Up.
Different groups.
Different groups.
So it's not clickbait. It's accurate.
It's accurate. It's
Some
accurate.
some people have done it.
No, I mean, I'm the crossover and I'm hosting, so I
There-
want
there's
people
a
to
lot
know.
of people. There's
It's
some
not my
crossover.
first time doing
There's a lot of first time people doing stand up.
If you go back and watch it, that I was so bad back then, it looked like my first time
I
doing
am
stand-up.
so impressed with everybody. Like
Everyone did
being
good.
away from it, because like when we were in the moment leading up to it, I got to hear a lot of people like practicing and sets and whatever,
People got
and it
really
became
nervous.
so familiar. And then watching us all do it, I was like, I texted Kevin. I was like, holy shit, dude, you were funny as shit. It
was fun.
Watching Andy, like, god damn. Like, we know that kid's funny, but like, that shit was funny as hell. And Greg, you weren't in that one. You would have been good, but you weren't in
I was
that
good the
one.
first time I did it.
Yeah, but that wasn't the one I watched. So I
That's
don't want.
fine.
I
You've
would
seen
give
me-
you
you
props,
watched the
but I
funny of-
can't hear. It was
done.
so good all the way through. Everyone having their own brand of humor. I would love to see you do your thing.
I don't know. We get the bit after that is where I talked to Barbara Broccoli, and she wasn't in on the joke. She didn't really. She was
How
not very
is,
happy
is
with-
Barbara Broccoli like kind of serious?
Very. She was overly like. We stopped for that bit.
The Broccoli seemed like they were like they don't fuck around.
No. She was like.
The name's Bond.
Have you ever?
For those that don't know, who is Barbara Broccoli?
She's like.
Heir of the
producer,
broccoli
like,
fortune.
Producer of the Bond films, basically owner. Like nothing gets made without her.
Barbara Broccoli is
well,
the
there she
daughter of Albert Broccoli
There we go.
and Harry,
I mean,
and
we can-
who was one of the original the people that partnered with Harry
I mean,
Saltzman.
it's
to bring
probably better
Bond
to
to
just watch
screen.
it than me explain what happened in it.
Sure.
But
Here we go.
Who's the guy on the right?
That's
That's
the other producer. What's his
that's
name?
Edgar
Michael-
Eggplant.
Okay.
This is awesome. Where have you been hiding? Huh? I mean, this is.
She was not.
I've never seen anyone do this.
But
She's
that's
like-
the extent of it?
That is it.
It's just the gun barrel?
Problem with me is I'm not very good with dialogue,
You're not good with dialogue?
so maybe I can just
Romance?
do that. I reckon I could do that.
The romance? Action?
I'll give it a go.
Give it a
I've
go.
never hit anyone. So.
I feel like she's giving you gold right there.
So
I
did
feel like
you
you're
just
not
show them
appreciating
this
that
and that
good.
was it? Like you had no.
That's all the question I have for them, really.
Love it.
I had like you have 5 minutes, but like what makes that even more awkward is the person before me. It was like the week after Roger Moore had died, and the person just before me had done like a full 5 minute, like really emotional. Like I was listening outside, like, what did he mean to you? And they were like, he was just he was a treasure, so kind to be around. And I walk in and go, what do you think of this?
What do you think of?
I mean, it's hilarious.
I made this
though.
for
Check
you.
out this thing I made.
It's fucking hilarious.
And you know, what? I think it's probably more fun than what most people just say.
Well-
What's it like to be James Bond?
From
Yeah.
what I've heard from people is they don't love doing those junkets because you
Exactly.
get asked the same 10 questions over and over again for like 3 days straight.
I like to do something fun. Like,
Yeah, I
like,
think it's good that you
something
mixed it
different,
up.
Like not just say, what was it like making a film?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's it like? Hey, Daniel Craig, please lie to me and tell me that you loved doing this for the 19th time,
Yeah.
even though they had to throw money at you to get you
I did
back.
I wanted to do it for Glass Onion, just go and audition to be Benoit Blanc to him, see if he'd recognize me.
You should absolutely do
I
that.
love that.
And just do the exact same thing. And
Every
just
time.
every
Yeah.
single time. Yeah.
Always the bang.
I've seen, this is what I do. This is my thing.
Just go dressed in like the Benoit Blanc, like Seersucker with the hat.
Yeah.
Or the onesie that he wore into the pool. And just recreate one of those. I'll help you. This will be fun.
Yeah, we can
It'll be
do
fun.
that later.
I want to take this completely right turn
Take
here.
the car to the other
All
way.
right,
Take it to this.
Andy
We're
Cortez.
on the right side. I want you to drive on the left side of the road for a second.
I want to know because earlier this episode, you teased that you have other Succession impressions. Do you have any ready? I know I am putting you on the spot like I do with fucking in review music, but like, who off the top? I don't want you to have to think about it or anything. Like, who can you do right now?
Jesus fucking Christ.
Why'd you
All
get
right,
big, bro? Go back down. I don't want you Dr. Manhattaning me.
I just
He's
need
like
you all
that
to
pig
close your
from
eyes,
League of
okay?
Super
Just
Pets.
Yeah.
Close your eyes and just listen to a scene, okay?
Mhm.
Hey guys, so there's a lot of fucking crypto fucking fascist people here, and I don't want to fucking be a part of it. Well, Ken, one thing that we could do is you and Shiv could maybe come by later. If Shiv does come by later, she could maybe possibly be a part of. Be a part of the thing that the party we were gonna hang out at. Oh, fuck off!
God damn, Andy. That was incredible because I promise you all, I did not prep him on that. He just went into it. And that
here,
was
bro.
a
I'm
tour de
playing
force
sick,
of
man.
what? 5 characters?
Playing
right
while
there?
sick, bro.
Yeah. Who needs to watch the show?
It was one of those
Not
where
me.
everyone started, and I'm like, that could be. Oh, and that's who it is.
Yes, 100%.
Good job,
Wait, which
Andy.
one was the Karen?
Good job,
Did you do
Andy.
Karen Culkin's character?
No,
The
I didn't.
Culkin?
He wasn't in there.
Can you do that? Can you do
Greg
that
did
character?
it
Can you
earlier.
work on that for last
You have to go watch our Succession screencast to see a Rory impression.
Rory Culkin.
Because,
Is that his
yeah. Wait.
Kieran.
Kieran Culkin, Roman.
Roman on the show?
is on the show.
Got it.
Romulus.
And Romulus. And Greg did an amazing Roman impression.
Crushing
on the
it.
show. So.
Well, I
check
need
that
the prop. Can I get the Succession background?
You got the hair too, Greg. You've got
I
the
know.
hair too.
out. Yeah, Kev, is it possible to.
Here, no,
There it is.
Yeah, no, John Wick, and
There it
then
is.
John Wick, and then.
I quite like the
Look
black.
at
should
you,
just use
Greg.
the
You're a
black.
little cock gobbler, aren't you, Greg?
All right, we're back.
All right, no, go watch this Succession content then. That's
That's
how you
fine.
do it.
That's fine.
I promised Madeline Stanley we would read her question. She wrote in, of course, like you can, for free, to kindafunny.com/KF podcast. Madeline's question is, if a song played every time you walked into a room, what song would it be? Tim?
Oh, man. You can't start with me. I have to think about that for at least.
I thought you'd have one off the top.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of good stuff there. But
Oh, fine, it's Simon Cardy.
Who let the dogs out?
Nailed it. Crushed it.
Yeah,
Loved it.
Easy.
Over your heads on that one.
Done.
I'm taking it back. Real American, the Hulk Hogan intro.
Oh,
intro
yeah.
song.
Take that back. Oh, you mean you're not? You're going. You don't mean I'm going back in time. You mean I'm taking that back?
Yeah, I'm taking that
I
back.
can reclaim
Another
it.
good guy's gonna have it. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
that's good.
Yeah,
That's
Wh-
good.
What do you got?
It's gonna be me by NSYNC.
It's gonna be
Yeah,
me.
that's my new walk on music now at Cobbs.
Oh yeah,
I do Cobbs. Yeah.
nice. Does it start with that part, or is it like a section of the song?
It starts. It's gonna be me.
it's right, the final part.
It's not enough for you. Yeah. Just let
Damn,
the
it's
audience
hot.
know that I'm cool and I'm down and I get contemporary music.
I'm going to go with the song Mr. Jones by Mike Jones.
Miss. Oh,
Not his.
Oh, you sound
Not the hit like back then. Of course, back then they didn't want me. Now I'm
Correct,
hot.
correct.
They're all on me. Not that. Mr. Jones was the second single that did not get nearly enough love because it was like such a fucking hot beat. And I've been trying for years, literally decades at this point, to turn it into the Tim Geddes theme song. And I haven't been able to crack the code, but I'm working with Carter Harrell on it, and I think we might get it done at some point.
Wow.
Yeah.
Too much power.
Yeah.
Andy, what would your intro music be when you walk into a room?
Tom Sawyer by Rush.
Oh,
Good song. Great song. Good band. Great Canadian band.
When do you come out? Are you letting it get to lyrics, or you're still like coming out there instrumental?
A modern day warrior, mean stride. Today's Tom Sawyer, mean pride. Or doors open, yeah.
It's a long one.
Andy, I want to let you know that I've been chilling a lot this weekend because I've been home alone. And I'm like, what am I going to do with my time? I can do whatever the fuck I want. So I'm like,
You're like,
oh,
and I'm gonna watch the stand-up special.
I did that. It was great. While playing games on my Switch. It's portable. It's fantastic. But going to bed, I was like, I want to listen to an album, just front to back.
Sure.
Just like really engross myself. That's what I'm doing. Coheed and Cambria. I was like, Andy's talked about this forever. I want to start. And I did a little Google searching, like where to start, like how to get the beginning of the story, whatever. What a great time. What a fun little time.
Did you just smoke a little roofie, a little doobie?
No roofies, no doobies.
Smoke a little roofie. Did you roofie yourself?
You know, instead of putting this roofie in a drink, I'm gonna smoke it. See where it takes.
Smoke it.
No. But
Oh, reefer is what I was thinking of. I was thinking of reefer. Smoke a little reefer.
God damn this podcast. But
I sang a little Coheed to Ben this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a Coheed week.
Yeah. It is. Remember when I interviewed him on Up at Noon?
Yeah, I do.
Claudio. Good guy.
Oh, I think meant your unborn child. I was like,
No, I didn't do that on Up at Noon. Just there talking to my balls.
one day you're gonna be taller than Nick.
Separate, but like related to me. Probably not. This is probably offensive to you, Andy. I'm sorry. But I
guy
think
who
of
smokes roofies?
Coheed and Cambria, and I think of The Darkness. I believe in a thing called love.
Oh, sure.
What? And like it's a little weird there, right? But like there's a connection. I love that one song. I don't know anything about them otherwise. But it's now in a Panda Express commercial. And I've never seen a Panda Express commercial, period. So I think this might be their first marketing push. And they're using I Believe in a Thing Called Love as their like, which is such a good song. But it's not the
cover.
The Darkness. It's a cover.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like
What are we doing?
weird because the cover doesn't sound bad, but like the lyrics are the same, but it sounds off enough that it feels like it should be about orange chicken. but it's not. Do you get what I'm saying?
Can I ask you a question that's tangentially related to what you're talking about? Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Andy.
I was just gonna say something you might enjoy, Tim. The singer from The Darkness, I had to Google it real quick. Justin Hawkins does a lot of TikToks where he reviews other songs and musical performances, and he is such a treat. He is incredibly witty and funny and personable, and he gets on camera and just like clicks to a video, and he'll be like, "Yeah, that's not a take I would have kept there. Like I would have removed that take." And like he's just like super judgmental about a bunch of bands, but it's really, really good stuff. I really enjoy his TikToks.
Fuck yeah.
Has he earned though? And that's the one thing they did, right? I believe in a thing called love.
They were bigger in the UK. They like were headliner
Well,
festivals.
again,
They had,
everything's
like-
big in the UK apparently.
Is it?
You know what I mean?
I don't
No, they
think
only have
the
one
U-
music festival.
Yo, you got a Subway, and I'm supposed to act like that's a big deal. You
Look
know?
at you guys.
it's
You finally got
amazing.
your McDonald's.
I think they're doing all right. Like I said, he has his YouTube channel, which I think is doing really well.
I need to check that out. That sounds great.
Yeah.
I love it.
My exposure, I mean, obviously that song was a huge hit, but it
Mm.
was that I was reviewing SingStar at the IGN office.
Mhm.
And I remember people walking by and like, this guy looks like Cliffy B. And I was like, you're right, he does look like
did
Cliffy
their
B.
Christmas song not make it over here? They're like,
I believe in a thing called Christmas. Just listen
They're
every second with the
I
heart.
think it's
Just
called
as our
Don't Let the
Savior
Bells
goes
End.
church.
It's like a big UK Christmas song. I don't
No.
Did not make it's
Last
like I believe in people love
Christmas,
Christmas
I
Eve
gave
love
you
that.
my heart.
It's
That
just
one?
That one
like
got
that.
here,
Yeah,
that one got
with
here.
more higher, but higher, much higher.
That movie you guys made, Love Actually, made it here. A lot of people.
Yeah,
lot
it
of-
did. Yeah,
lot of
people
British
like
people
that.
in
don't
that
they?
one. Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
a fun
people
one.
like Notting Hill. It's like
Yeah.
people like.
Yeah.
There's a lot of British talk about British things again.
What's
Doing
up with
that?
their like? I
I'm gonna go
understand like you're an island, England. You know what I mean? You're a tiny little island.
Uh,
Why is it like the
Britain's
same
an island.
dozen actors and everything? You know?
Are there?
You watch? I mean, yeah. Watch a Harry Potter, then watch a Doctor Who, then watch anything. And you're like, oh, that's that guy. Oh, the one with the Queen. That one. People like that
I
one.
mean, Helen Mirren.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think there's more than a dozen.
Oh, The Crown.
But, yeah.
Why are all the best actors British?
I think that's fair to ask.
'Cause,
Why-
like,
why are they? Yeah.
Dude,
Succession did
watching,
end this
like,
week, and it was like, oh yeah, remember everybody is an American.
Yeah.
Greg, it's crazy. Watching that is definitely the most jarring thing when you get Tom and Shiv, and they're both like, well, I suppose in this episode, you know, we were thinking.
Well, Shiv's Australian.
Yeah, come on. There's, she's
Where's
Australian.
Shiv
That's-
from?
Australia.
Australia. Okay,
It's
gotcha,
another
gotcha.
small island with like 12 actors.
Yeah, but was
There's
wait.
Shiv, and then the voice of Bluey.
Logan's
Cox from?
Scottish. Yeah,
He's Scottish.
Yeah. But Kieran Colgan's American, right?
Oh, yeah,
Colgan,
big time.
Yeah, the Colgan kids are.
Yeah, the Colton kids
Yeah,
are ours.
There's Americans
We
that
got
fly.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. 100%.
Yeah, you can't take our
100%.
fucking Colgans.
No.
Get a
There are a
difference.
lot. I don't know. I think it's just is it easier to do a generic American accent for a British accent
Well,
than it is for an American accent?
What a lot
to
of
a
people
British?
say.
Well, for sure, because like you guys have like you have a British accent, and
yeah.
then Lucy will be like, well, I'm Geordie. And I'm like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You know what I mean? Like that's way too much into it.
Geordie from Star Trek.
Jordan
Well,
Forge.
a lot of people. Exactly, Andy. Fucking Andy's always right there for me.
I mean,
Andy's
like
my
3
little
seconds
net
delayed.
that I jump on sometimes. Now, a lot of people have said that they grow up watching American TV, so they practice the accent over and over again. And that's fun for them. Whereas we don't get a ton of, well, up until maybe a decade ago, we didn't get a ton of British TV here. And now The Crown, now all these little kids, like Ben's gonna grow up being perfect.
We had absolutely fabulous. Don't forget
British accent.
I think a lot of people from like European countries, they tend to adapt more of an American accent when they learn English as well through like film and TV. I remember there's I'm sure you're all familiar with the Bulgarian footballer Dimitar Berbatov.
Of course.
When he's learned English by watching the Godfather films over and over again. So he said cannoli all the time.
Cannoli. Yeah, I know.
But yeah,
Can you do
all
an
he
American
knew,
accent?
so that's the only dessert he ever ordered.
you want me to?
Yeah, do
give
an
us an American
American
accent. You can now your gut's gonna tell you to go Southern, because that's what a lot of people do when they go. I want to do a stereotypical. I do decree. I want you to give me a Southern California, straight up, no accent.
Let him go, and then we'll go
does
from there.
Valley Girl.
I need something to say. It's hard when
You want me to say something? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh shit. What's a popular?
Let's go
American?
to the market.
Yeah, let's go to the market.
This is.
How about we go to the mall? Let's go to the mall.
Let's go to the mall. Let's go to the mall.
Better?
You have to say market though.
Let's go.
Market.
Let's go to the market.
There it is.
There it is.
Sounds like
Market.
There it is.
I can't. It's hard.
Oh, I can't. I mean, I can't do
Yeah.
a British one, so it's like I'm not.
You could if you tried, but you never apply yourself.
No, you never properly tried. do you?
Cheerios.
There it is. Just falling back on Old Faithful.
old queen, ain't she a problem?
Not anymore.
Wow. Oh,
I'm doing a
RIP.
period piece. Like, you know what I mean? She's still alive.
Oh, yeah.
I've got one of those little hats on. I'm dirty.
90s, yeah. Sorry.
You know what I mean?
We need
What
a
a
clip out where me and Cardy and Bless were playing Resident Evil, and me and Cardy did a Michael Caine off. Really,
Oh.
really good stuff. Go check out that video.
Can I hear your Michael Caine? I love Michael Caine impressions.
My name is Michael Caine.
That's so good.
It should be better.
It's cheating,
It
though.
should be better because.
But you're doing a
have it.
realistic
Fairly close.
one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
These guys
The
are
size
get into
of a
the
tangerine.
insanity.
What is his accent? Like, what is his?
He's fairly Cockney.
He's Cockney,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Whereas I'm just kind of like London. I'm not really Cockney.
Londoner,
I'm
yeah.
not like a posh.
Give me that. What did you just say with it for him though? You said something right before I interrupted you. In
Tangerine.
Michael
The
Caine.
size of a tangerine. You're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off. That's a bit better.
That's better.
Andy,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, bro. You
It's
just got
cheating,
you
it's
just got
cheating.
you just got bodied.
Like, I can't do, I don't know, any American better than you guys. There you go.
Well, I mean,
As long as my Michael Caine's always better than Nick's, and it'll always will.
well,
be.
it always will be, Andy,
Yeah.
because I don't sit in my room and practice it all day like you do.
You only practice whenever I do it.
I just love
You
jumping
have
on
to
it.
try to one up.
It's not a one up, guys. Again, for
Yeah.
for the 10th time, I'm adding to it.
Yeah.
Andy makes the pasta. I like to put the sauce on top.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
understand
yeah.
me? I'm the Parmesan cheese to his spaghetti.
Sasta.
Yeah.
Exactly. And you know what's funny? It makes Andy laugh. No matter what he says, he loves it.
I get it. I'm right there with you.
Yeah, thanks.
Don't
supportive of it
bloody
all.
love it.
I want everyone to know that I sit down when I pee. We all know this. We've talked about it. I don't know if you know it,
Well, you should.
I do now.
but I always
Yeah,
sit
yeah.
down when I pee.
Even at a urinal.
I don't want anyone to ever be able to say, Tim, you peed on the fucking thing. I
Yeah.
didn't.
Yeah, every
I didn't.
time.
I
Every
didn't.
time.
Okay. And today, right now,
Mm-hmm.
just a second ago, I just peed, and I didn't sit.
No.
There was
peed all
just
over
like
the bed.
I was just like,
You laid
But I
down.
think open the door. He's like, you liar.
and I made eye contact with a man walking outside
Yeah.
from the window.
What's up, bro?
I shut the window
gotta
every
shut the
time.
Is that a normal thing?
No,
I shut
you
the
guys
what-
window.
windows, you
It
guys-
is
I
not.
am never doing that again.
It is not a
We're
normal
going
thing to
back
leave the
down,
fucking
baby.
window open.
No.
No. So when you're shitting in there, you leave the window open?
I mean, I don't worry about the window.
No,
yeah.
Timmy, you close.
Oh, I
the
worry about
window.
the window every time with the noise
You
you're putting out
Close
there.
the window.
You close
Yeah.
the window,
Walking
you shit. You
close-
You're
open the window
worried
when
about the
you're done.
people outside?
Well, I don't want someone looking at me while I'm shitting.
I'm worried about the people inside.
Both.
We're not. It's not the old bathroom where you're so close. I poop and then if I have to here, and then I get up. I mean, I flush and everything, but then I open the window to let it air out that way.
Yeah.
Oh, after.
Yeah.
Okay.
But when I'm peeing, I stand to pee like a normal person. I shut the door or the window.
Yeah. I don't want people looking in.
Tim,
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with sitting to pee.
Thank
It's
you.
just
No,
one-
not
it's
only
one
is
of
there
these
nothing
things,
wrong,
like,
everyone should just sit to pee
Yeah.
if it's a toilet.
You can
Yeah.
do it as a treat, you know.
It's
Well, it's just one of these things. Like, Simon, do you know your body so well that you're sure every time you're not gonna poop?
Most of the time.
Jesus Christ. Yes, 100%, Kevin. If that's the argument.
I would like to think.
Let's not be so quick to judge Kevin on these,
you know what I
okay?
mean? Sometimes
Because
you
you
sit down
don't.
and you're
Sometimes
like,
you.
you know what? Oops, something was there.
Sometimes you're like, I just thought I had gas,
Yeah.
but I don't.
I'm not
It's
saying
poop.
I'm having
I tend to
accidents,
know.
but it's just one of those things.
These are the caliber of people you're putting in with, Tim.
Can I tell
can
you-
see it on your face. Like, what? This has never been one of my problems.
First off, those who sit rule. So I'm going to give you a head high five.
Yeah,
Because
because
I've
they're
been
afraid
with
of
you for a
shitting
long
their
time.
pants apparently when they're
No,
peeing.
I just don't think I don't think there's any reason why you have to fucking be pissing all over. Like, no matter how good you think you
Fun
are,
though, isn't it?
you're getting
Little game.
piss all over the fucking toilet seat, and you savages probably aren't cleaning it up. And even if you do, you're
This
going
is
to
what
miss
we
the
should
spot.
Well, you
No.
lift the toilet.
And then-
you pee, you know what I mean?
Well, you can't, but then you got to touch the underside where there's piss all over it.
We should.
Because the other people.
Do you know,
Because
Why
the other
is there so
fuckers
much
do.
piss on the underside? of
Because
the
you
thing?
guys
That's a
can't
good
hit the fucking
question.
toilet.
It's a good
Every time
question.
I go in, there's piss everywhere. Piss on the side of the thing. Piss. Because you know what it is.
I brought
It
up,
comes
I
out and it mists. It goes in a mist, and then it settles down in one spot. And that's what's happening.
I don't think that's what's happening.
do you think we asked
I
Brick
think-
the wrong question? Huh? We should.
Yeah, call Brick back. Can I tell you guys something silly that happened the other week though? And I'm proud of The Office, right? As you guys know,
It's very nice.
I'm
I
proud of The
can't wait to
Office.
see where we're about to pivot to.
I'm proud of The Office because I think our team finally has gelled. They've all come together.
Finally.
Yeah, we were just a ticking time bomb before, but now we're the Avengers. Kevin says, Nick, we have something to talk to you about. I don't think you guys were here for this. They waited till you were gone so I couldn't have backup. And they said, and Kevin goes, Nick, it's time that we talked about the one-ply toilet paper that you bought here in this office.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah.
I said, okay,
So we're
guys,
not here
I'm-
for.
I said,
the
I'm
decision you made.
I said I'm open to this conversation, but again, the whole reason I bought the one ply to begin with was because I wasn't sure how the plumbing was going to react in older apartments.
Fair.
You know, you put the 2-ply down there, you get it clogged. I didn't want to have to deal with lots of clogs, but I'm open to this discussion. And Kevin said, we are not. We've all voted, and of all the people, everyone averted their gaze. Everyone looked away from me, except for Roger. Roger stood up and said, Nick, I'm tired of it.
2-ply.
Okay, we're going with 2-ply from now on. And then, Tim, they brought me the bag of the remnants of the one-ply toilet. I'm not kidding. There was 2 rolls that were 3/4 of the way used that they pulled off and gave back to me in some sort of
Tim, we've
fucking
had it.
protest.
Tim, we've had enough.
They've had enough. And I love the
can take
one-ply.
it. He loves
So
it
I
at
just
home.
said, you know what? I'll take this home to Dee. And she was so happy because we were running out of toilet paper. And then Mike goes, I'll take those scrubs, the ones that are left over that were like that 3/4 of the way through. So I gave him that. So now Mike has the one-ply at his house.
Where's the revolt on the bidet, Kevin? You know what I mean? We have 2 bidets there because we were not allowed to use them because Tim said he's going to get us a sponsorship for bidets. This never came to be. So we have 2 bidets sitting there that
I don't want shit water all over your
No,
toilet.
but
this toilet.
here's the thing,
bidets are awesome.
Greg.
Shit.
I don't think.
believe
What
this
do you
is
understand how
I don't
bidet
believe
works?
it's gonna work.
Apparently, you don't understand how your penis works.
I know how to-
It mists out and then comes together. Like,
Well, I have a healthy stream. My stream is healthy.
It's like the thing.
I have a big stream. I have a very big pee hole. This is this big. Look at it. Look at this microphone.
God. God. All right.
We didn't go further enough. Nick's like, we're gonna do it today.
We put it there. We put it there.
I love it,
Put
dude.
it there.
He does a big deal.
we'll wrap up after I hear about this bidet business, Kevin.
My concern is there is no heating element in the ones we have.
I don't use my one at home is not heated either, and it's fine.
Yeah, but you live like an animal. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, there's no better way to wake up. The best part of waking up is that ice cold water in your asshole. All right?
I agree. I agree.
You guys are insane. I mean, I'll install it if you.
Thank you. Please do.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Kind of Funny podcast.
Is that it?
You have more to say?
Did you want one?
What's the bidet situation over in London?
I don't think people. I don't have one. I don't.
They're more common than they are.
Yeah,
here,
yeah.
But they're not as prevalent as
In
they are in
hotels,
Japan.
maybe. I don't know.
Used one?
I've just.
Have you ever used one? Kevin's asked a question. Have you-
I haven't actually personally
Okay.
used
Well,
one.
we have a
no.
hose out back if you want to. It's
And-
almost the same thing.
Next time you take a
Oh,
shit in the
thank
office,
you
you
so
let Kevin
much.
know. He'll come hose it out for you.
Yeah, I want to go home.
Well, too bad you gotta hang out with us all day tomorrow. You know, it's been the Kind of Funny podcast each and every week. 4, sometimes 5 best friends gather on this table, each coming to talk to each other about whatever it is they want to talk about, and sometimes the things they don't want to talk about. If you like that, go to patreon.com/kindoffunny, where of course you can get each and every episode ad-free, and you can watch us record it live before Simon and Pear make us cut anything out of it. Of course, over there you can also get dozens of bonus episodes of content, including my 1-hour-long Greg Way live this week. And of course, you can just have a good time, get some physical merch, and have a great show. If you have no money to toss our way, no big deal. Go to youtube.com/kindoffunny. Podcast services around the globe each and every week to get a brand spanking new episode. Simon,
What?
Thank you for hanging out with us and being such a good best friend all these years.
Thank you for having me. It was an event.
Where can people keep up with you?
At Cardy Simon on Twitter.
Cool.
And
With a Y.
IGN, with a Y, not an I. With a Y.
Do you have a Venmo? If they Venmo enough, will you buy a bidet?
I don't have a Venmo and I don't need a bidet, but thank you so much.
Well, I'm gonna wash your asshole before this all
What
over.
was
You wait for it.
Simon Cardy taken on Twitter?
Do you know what? I wanted just Cardy. I think Simon Cardy was taken by someone else. Yeah, so I had to go Cardy Simon. Yeah. I used to be
SIM card, right?
I used to be SIM card 7 because I'm a cool guy. Like
Hell
that.
yeah.
Oh, that's a great
I
point.
changed it.
Joshy G asked for a brick update. I'd signed up for text notifications, so I don't think I've gotten anything.
But I love this because like the Bond, James Bond.
Exactly,
It's
it works
Cardy,
now, doesn't
Simon
it? Yeah.
Cardy.
And Carly Simon did a Bond theme, so it all just comes together, doesn't it? Yeah.
Right. Have you seen that documentary about the Bond themes?
I haven't, no.
It's really good. I think it's called The Sound of Bond, and they go through all the years of like how the original theme got made, and then how they approached a lot of the more famous musicians or the more famous songs, I should say. It's really, really well made documentary.
It doesn't look like anything from Brick, but the app's kind of frozen or whatever. So I'll just tweet out the Brick video when I get it. But hey, again, just
What are we placing our bets on? I'm going Hexagon.
Sure, that makes sense. Yeah, I think
It makes sense.
Brick seems like a square guy.
He's a square guy.
But I also want you were all here live as it happened, right? I just picked Brick out of a hat. So if it turns out he's got a bunch of racist TikToks I don't want to hear about, I didn't know. I just did what I did. All right. I gave the kid $4, but I don't back his views. All right, just put that out there. All right.
That is unfortunately a
You gotta put a
very
disclaimer.
good disclaimer.
Yeah.
I'm going parallelogram though. I
No
told you
way,
on
not a
Games Daily.
chance in hell Brick says
No way, dude.
parallelogram.
Parallelogram. If someone asks you what's your favorite shape and you're trying to be cool, that's the answer.
I would say rhombus to
Trapezoid.
be cool.
Yeah, rhombus.
Or trapezoid. Yeah. Parallelogram, trapezoid, I think are an equal
I
footing.
agree rhombus is cooler than the
Rhombus is
parallelogram.
badass.
Rhombus
This is
ain't
exactly
cool.
the conversation we had 3 days ago.
I know. Here we are.
Ladies and gentlemen, until next time, it's been our pleasure to serve you.